Welcome everyone to our live watch along for Socceroos taking on Egypt. It is the round of 32 at this World Cup. It is a bright and early start here on the east coast of Australia. It is not yet past 4 o'clock in the morning. The teams are in the tunnel, set to take to the field of play. So much anticipation, so much hype building throughout this week. The Socceroos progressing to this stage after a solid group stage campaign. The win against Turkey, we were live for that game 3 weeks ago now. We were live for the USA game as well, that 2-0 defeat. But of course, Australia stabilising with that scoreless draw against Paraguay last time out. So, Egypt is the test first up here in the knockout stage for Australia. So much big team news to talk about. First of all, for Australia, an unchanged 11. So there's a lot to break down there in regards to what it could look like today in regards to is this team was unable to score against Paraguay last week. Are we able to get a result here against Egypt? As both teams, as we speak, are currently walking out onto the pitch. And the big news for Egypt is Mo Salah is starting. There was an injury cloud over Salah in the week leading up to this game. He is starting. It is a huge, huge piece of news. Marmoush starting up top as well for Egypt. That we know they've got so many top players. This is a good side, this Egypt side, one of the top teams from Africa. But look, this is their first time at this stage. This would be a historic win for them as well, of course, for both these teams, looking for their first win in the knockout stage. And that's what we are hoping to achieve today in this match. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for joining us this morning. So this Australia lineup, check it out. It is Beach and goals, Chikati, Sutar, Harrington, that back three. So Lucas Harrington, certainly worth highlighting once again, just 18 years of age, and he is starting once again here. He is starting in the knockout stage at the World Cup. Jordy Boss expected to play off that right-hand side. He was Australia's best player against Paraguay. I think we can all agree with that. Bajic on the left, Irvine and O'Neill in midfield. So Jackson Irvine starting consecutive games here at the World Cup after he was coming off the bench for the first two games. And then it's that front three of Volpato, Metcalf, and Irankunda, and we would expect it to line up in that same way with Volpato on the right, Metcalf on the left, Irankunda through the middle. So what do you guys make of that? We'd love to hear from you. G'day, Will says, good luck, Aussies. G'day, person XR5HZ in the live chat. I'm so nervous. I'm feeling the nerves too, man. I'm excited, but I'm nervous too. World Cup X, good morning to you, man. Says, hey, Lockie, don't know how I feel about Irankunda up front, but at least an attacking team similar to Paraguay. Come on, boys. It's a big call. Only editors in the chat as well. G'day to you, mate. As Australia are currently singing their national anthem. We're just going to take this in. We'll definitely talk about that Irankunda situation because it is a big talking point, but the camera currently on the players' faces. So many young guys featuring at the knockout stage for the first time, and the camera's currently on Tony Popovic, head coach Tony Popovic. He's been the head coach in some really massive games in his career. Numerous A-League Grand Finals with Western Sydney Wanderers, with Melbourne Victory. Of course, he won a Champions League with Western Sydney Wanderers over a decade ago. But this now is surely Tony Popovic's biggest game of his career. Not only as a head coach, but quite possibly as a player as well. Cozy Platypus, hello to you, mate. How we feeling? G'day, Mugman in the chat says, I feel like Tura should be starting. Irankunda is best on the wing. Yeah. And I've seen already a lot of comments on social media of people feeling the same way. And I agree. I think if you saw my preview video for this game, my predicted 11, the 11 that I wanted to see at least, it looked very, very similar to this. Just the one change was Toure in. Toure, we wanted Toure to start to the middle. I think to have that focal point, to have a natural striker is the way to go. We saw Irankunda played as the striker against Paraguay, and he was quiet in that game, and it wasn't his fault. It was because of that role he was playing. He just was unable to get into the game. So it's Irankunda expected to lead the line today. Good morning to you, Tan Lee. Member of the channel, Tan Lee. Good to see you here. Let's grab the win indeed, man. Come on, Australia, says Cozy Platypus as well. Thanks for joining us here today, everyone. It is about to tick past 4 o'clock in the morning, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are joining us from. Oh boy. So, in case you guys have missed it as well, Mo Salah starting for Egypt. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a surprise for me. With the way that it's been spoken about in the media this week, with what we've heard from Egypt's camp, their coaching staff, in interviews. As we know, he's been back in training, but he came off injured in that last game against Iran last week. So I was expecting maybe Salah to be on the bench today. That was my expectation. He is starting. Salah is starting. Hello to you, Star Reads and Writes. Thanks for joining us once again. Says, hey guys, let's go Aussies. Here we go. We've got the gear on. We've got the 06 kit. We've got the beanie. We've got the scarf. Hope you guys of course, for everyone tuning in Australia, staying nice and warm. This match being played in Dallas. The national anthems have been sung. We are set for kickoff. Appreciate you guys joining us here. Hit the like button, support the channel. You can also consider setting in a super chat to support us here. Very much looking forward to this one. Cozy Platypus says, I feel like Salah could have broken a leg and he still would try and play. Of course. I mean, yeah, with a knockout stage like this, Egypt, we're going to do absolutely everything to try and get him across the line to play. Mo Salah, an absolute superstar of this Egypt squad and a superstar of world football, has been for many years now. So it is a big boost for Egypt. Okay, so Australia, an unchanged 11 from the Paraguay game. Irankunda expected to play as that striker. A lot of good options on the bench today for the Socceroos. Tete Yengi, Mo Toure could come off the bench as those attacking options. We've also got Hrustic, who came off the bench last week for Volpato as well. Paulo Conangsla, we might see him feature in this game as well as a midfield option. And of course, a number of good, really, really solid defensive options on the bench as well. Cozy Platypus does say, I do feel Salah is not as good as he was a few years ago. Well, I mean, maybe the level has dropped a little bit. Obviously, he was playing at an absolutely, the very top level very recently, Mo Salah. But, yeah, possibly. But having said that, Cozy Platypus, even if his level has dipped a little bit, he's still an elite level player. He's still the best player of this Egypt team, surely. So, who will step up here for the Aussies? Who will deliver? Harry Souttar wearing the captain's armband once again for the Socceroos. Egypt, Mohamed Salah starting. Interesting to note on the broadcast, with the graphic that they're showing, suggesting that Mo Salah might be playing on that right-hand side. We have seen him in this tournament play centrally in a number 10 position. And Marmoush expected to lead the line. Omar Marmoush, another star player for Egypt, plays his club football with Manchester City, dude. There's a lot of threats. Zico, who's playing on that left wing today, he was good in that game against New Zealand with a goal and an assist. So much to be wary of in this game. Here we go, folks. This is going to be a big live stream, man. This is going to be a historic live stream. And who knows, we might be destined for extra time, for penalties. We will see. Cozy Platypus says, I do feel like this will be a lot closer than people are thinking it'll be. I think so. Australia definitely capable of really matching it with Egypt. And here we go. Set for kickoff. Thanks for joining us, guys. A packed stadium in Dallas. Great to see plenty of green and gold in the stands. This is it for Australia. It's been building. The round of 32 is getting underway for the Socceroos and for Egypt. Nestor Irankunda and Australia with the kickoff. Here we go. The round of 16 is on the cards for the winner of this game. The winner of this game will go through to play either Argentina or Cabo Verde. That round of 32 match being played after this one today. Michael G, hello to you. Mug Man says, I'm most scared of Marmoush. Says he's been really good for City when he's been given consistent minutes. Certainly a threat. He's got great pace, great finishing ability. Genuine goal-scoring threat, Marmoush as well. So Socceroos really have to be switched on in today's match. Let's see if we can get an early move going here. Against Paraguay, we had a lot more possession. We had a lot more of the ball against Paraguay compared to our first two games against Turkey and USA. So in this match, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see which team does dominate the ball. I mean, there's a good chance that Australia are having to do a lot of defending in this contest. Harrington wins a header. Egypt in possession. And good closing down. So I think it was Marmoush there. It was Zico, I think, maybe on the left, who had won the ball. And there were like three players who just converged there. And Australia winning the ball back momentarily. Oh boy, we could be set for a long one, folks. Extra time, penalty shootouts, possibly on the cards. We have seen a few round of 32 games go to the penalty shootouts. Of course, those dramatic penalty shootouts between Paraguay and Germany. Paraguay, who were in Australia's group, of course. Paraguay eliminating Germany on penalties. We also saw Morocco defeat Netherlands on penalties as well. Star Reason Right says Australia has the weight of 2 entire continents, so we have to win. Indeed, I mean, Australia, of course, the only remaining side from Asia in this tournament. Japan were eliminated a few days ago after losing to Brazil, so Australia, the only team from Asia remaining. And will they be the only team to progress through to the round of 16? Egypt with a spell of possession at the back here. And you can see Australia, I mean, not pressing super intensely, but that front three are positioned quite far up the pitch here. Let's see what Egypt can do here. Long ball down the Australia's left-hand side, and Harry Sutar is there to see it out of play. It's a throw-in. That is right. G'day, Razor and Michael G. Thanks for jumping in. It is just past 4 o'clock in the morning on the east coast of Australia. It'll be 2 o'clock in the morning over in West Australia. It's an early morning. It's a bright start in the middle of winter. But it doesn't get any bigger than this. A cross comes in for Egypt. Sutar's there with his strength. And that's this thing, Marmoush. Omar Marmoush, who is playing as that striker for Egypt, he's not the tallest player. His heading ability isn't necessarily one of his most notable strengths. More of a sort of a pacey, quick player, good dribbler, good finisher. So you get the sense that Harry Sutar, who's that sort of that central centre back, he's going to be a real favourite in a lot of aerial duels. So Egypt are going to have to try and find another way to get through, because Chakati, Sutar, Harrington, 3 very tall centre backs. Marmoush isn't going to have a whole lot of joy in the air, so Egypt are going to have to look to other avenues. G'day, Steve, who's joining us as well today. Jacob's in the live chat. Michael, Cozy Platypus. Great to see everyone here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a chance. What a chance. Volpato, he's just hit the post. The crossbar, was it? Great turn. Oh, my goodness. Australia so close, dude. Oh, it was dipping. Wow, what an effort. What an effort. Incredible. The ball took like a little bobble, I think, before he struck it. But it was incredible the way that ball dipped and it hit the crossbar. So Volpato, it was a great turn. It's what he's capable of too, eh? So close indeed, Cozy Platypus. Great to see everyone joining us here. We've got JDX in the chat, says, who is here from Jamie Fussel's video? Yes, shout out to anyone who's joining us from Jamie Fussel's video. Jamie, very kindly jumped into one of our earlier live streams, the USA Australia game, and yeah, I didn't realize at the time, but obviously featured in a video on his channel where he was sending a super chat every time USA scored. But of course, we weren't celebrating any goals that weren't goals for Australia. But very appreciative of Jamie Fussell for jumping in the live chat and kindly sending those donations regardless. I think the keeper had it covered as well, says Coatsy Platypus. He probably did. He probably did, to be fair. But still, a really spectacular shot there from Volpato, and it's good to see a nice early sign here. Patrick Beach has to go long. All flicked on. Boss can get to this. So this is Geordie Boss for Australia. Oh, what a run! Geordie Boss! Come on! Oh, Nestry. Oh, what a chance. What a chance. Geordie, but that was a great run, dude. That was a great run. Oh, dude, that flick was beautiful. He just like juggled it past the defender. And that's great defending in the end, just getting back to poke it away because Geordie Boss was away. He was in behind. He was Australia's best player against Paraguay, and it is set up the first corner of the game. 6.5 minutes in. Australia with a chance here. Okay. So, Harry Suter, Harrington, Chikati up from the back. O'Neill goes short. Volpato. Back for O'Neill. He's been closed down and it's blocked. Disappointing ending to that set piece. And as his Beach has to go all the way back to Pat Beach. Really disappointing that we couldn't get that ball in the end. When we have these, I mean, we don't know how this game's going to play out. We really have to make sure we really capitalize on the set piece opportunities. Gotta whip those in, man. Just gotta give Sutar, Chikati, Harrington, gotta give those guys a chance to get themselves on the end of it. Cozy Platypus is Australia playing really well. There's been some good signs. Not getting carried away just yet. Egypt, very, very wary of this Egypt side. Of course, Australia have been defensively so resilient throughout this tournament so far. Just conceding 2 goals, and again, 2 goals to the USA, and I mean, 2 disappointing goals, but sort of, I almost want to say sloppy goals. I mean, the first goal for USA was an own goal. Cameron Burgess inadvertently directing the ball into his own goal. Egypt only attacked down the right. That second USA goal, obviously from that set piece, and just sort of flew over the top, and USA players were there to poke it home. But they were relatively, like, they weren't the most stunning goals. Australia weren't necessarily. I don't think we'll be disappointed about. I mean, obviously we're going to be disappointed about conceding any goals, but you know what I mean. Like, clean sheets against Turkey, against Paraguay. Our defense is on form. Our defense is on form, but Egypt are building here. Switch to the right. They're looking for an avenue forward, and of course the Socceroos were live for that Turkey A game 3 weeks ago. So much defending in that game. Australia was so good. Volpato, Irvine. Let's see what Australia can do here. Is that a free kick? No. Oh, it is. It is. Okay. Egypt's not happy about it, but Jackson Irvine just clipped there perhaps. Michael G asking the question, where is Toure? He's on the bench today. A bit of a controversial one perhaps. Same starting 11 as last week. So Toure, a lot of people wanting him to start in this game. He's on the bench. He's on the bench. We've got Still Jans in the live chat saying Albanian here, but supporting the Socceroos. Thanks for joining us, mate. Kid Kuma in the live chat as well says, "Let's go Aussies. Love your work, brother. So good to finally have an Aussie watch along." Kid Kuma, thanks for checking out the live stream. I'm glad you found it. And yes, we are very much backing Australia all the way. If this is your first time joining us, thanks for checking out the channel. My name is Lockie, and we talk all about Australian football here. We talk about Australia's domestic football, the A-League, of course, currently A-League off-season at the moment, and all the focus right now is on the Socceroos. We did a live watch-along for the first 2 group stage games for Australia. For the third one against Paraguay, I was down at the live sites in Sydney, and I did a little vlog for that one, which is on the channel right now. So if you want to check out that vlog, that is available on the channel. Metcalf, he's won the ball hard at the park here on the left. Well done. Defenders done well there to try and win it back, and they've got a free kick. We've also got channel memberships as well. Level 2 members get access to extended vlogs as well. So I've got a couple extended matchday vlogs on the channel. If you want to check out the memberships, consider supporting the channel here. Yes, Razor, live from Australia indeed, where it is, what's the time now? Yeah, 11 minutes past 4 o'clock in the morning now. So bright and early start. Egypt, bit of space down the left here for them to build. How has that space opened up so easily? Marmoush on the ball. Tell you what, folks, we haven't really seen too much of Mo Salah on the ball just yet. He's playing quite a central role at the moment. Marmoush. Oh, Irvine, late. Zico's been clipped there, and it's going to be a free kick in a good position. Free kick in a very good position coming up for Egypt. Appreciate that, Razor. Appreciate you jumping in the live chat with us today. Great to see everyone here. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. So Egypt, Salah standing over this free kick. It's in a good position. It's just outside the box, out in a wide position. Australia with a big defensive test here early in this match, 12 minutes in. So there's 2 players standing over it here for Egypt, but you'd imagine Salah will swing this one in. So here is the chance. No, he's going to flick it on, and it's a shot blocked by Irvine. Marmoush, edge of the box. Still on for Egypt. Swung in, that's a good ball. It's a goal. Egypt lead. Egypt lead. An extremely uncharacteristic goal for Australia to concede. Very, very uncharacteristic there. So dominant in the aerial duels. So dominant in the air. Unmarked at the far post. That is a goal you rarely see this Australia side concede. Sad face from Panda Plan indeed. Wow. It's 1-0. Egypt lead. Wow. Just a bizarre goal for Australia to concede under Tony Popovich, defensively so solid, and especially in the air. And we highlighted it pre-game. It's an area of the game where Australia is so dominant. Imam Ashur scoring in the 13th minute, and again, just that next phase of play there, just unmarked at the far post. Second goal of the tournament for Ashur, and Australia. How do we respond from here? Chikati has got a long throw in a good position. So Australia concede early here, as they did against USA. Chikati's long throw. Harrington's there. It's bouncing around. Metcalf, that's a hand, isn't it? Here it is. The shot comes in again, and it's wide from O'Neill. I think, dude, are there appeals for a handball? That looked like it struck an arm. Replay. Referee cam's going to... No, it didn't. My bad. Wow. Wow. So, this is very interesting here. Australia concede just their 3rd goal conceded at this World Cup. But what does this do now for Tony Popovich and his game plan? The cameras are on him as we speak, and 15 minutes in, Egypt with a 1-goal lead. A really, really disappointing goal to concede. Just the defense just unable to organize, scrambling themselves to try and mark everyone in the box. But Egypt, Ashore was unmarked at the far post, and it was a good header. You can't blame Pat Beach. It was a well-placed header. Volpato, it's a good run. He hasn't won the foul there. He's appealing for it, but I don't know, man. It sort of looked like Volpato maybe just ran into the defender there. So Australia really have to compose themselves here. Egypt have gone long down the left. It's Marmoush. This is a good run from Marmoush. It's a brilliant run, and it's a shot that's blocked by Sutar. Wow. So important that Australia just recompose themselves here. Conceding early in a knockout stage game. Still a very, very long way to go here, folks. We're a bit stunned, to be honest. We're a bit stunned. I think we had the feeling that we were going to be able to hold Egypt scoreless for a lot of this game. It's a matter of Australia trying to get themselves back on the ball, back in control of this match. There were some bright moments early on. Volpato hitting the crossbar. Again, big calls from Tony Popovich today in naming that same starting 11 that drew 0-0 with Paraguay. Opting not to go for a natural striking option. Nestor Irankunda playing as that central striker when it feels like majority of Australia would love to see Irankunda in a wide position. Of course, Nestor Irankunda scored that lovely goal against Turkey in the first group stage game. He was playing on that left-hand side when he scored that goal. And we know against Paraguay last week, Irankunda had a quiet game. He did have a quiet game. Razor reckons it's going to go to penalties. We need Australia to get back in control of this match here. Egypt are looking good. That's a long ball over the top. Pat Beach does well to claim. Okay, just got to control the ball here. Just got to settle ourselves. Maybe a nervy start, perhaps, to this match for Australia. Obviously, the first knockout stage game in a World Cup for so many of these players, man. And they're gonna, regardless of what happens here today, it's already been a very historic tournament for Australia. Such a young squad. And all these players are just going to grow so much from this experience. Tarnley, member of the channel, says 2 goals conceded from set pieces. Second ball. True, yes, just like USA's second goal. Following the set piece, the second ball coming in and just not organising in time. And again, highlighting that point, very uncharacteristic goal for Australia to concede. That's why it was so shocking. It was just like, it didn't feel real. We don't usually see that. So Geordie Boss trying to win it back. Is that a corner? No, is it? It's not. Just got to keep our heads here too. Don't want to get frustrated out of the game. Oh, dude, that was definitely a corner. That was clearly a corner. Came off the defender last. Anyway, it's goal kick. Salah's on the ball. Mo Salah. Can Australia try and limit his influence on the game here? Panda Plan says, you went so white. I felt that. It was certainly a shocking moment, that's for sure. Perhaps the lack of sleep contributing to that as well. I'm sure a lot of Aussies around Australia struggle to get that much sleep tonight with this big game on the way. Kickoff was at 4 o'clock in the morning. Bright and early start. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Whether you're in Australia or joining us from abroad as well, thanks for hanging out with us today. You can hit the like button to support. You can also consider sending in a super chat to support the channel here. So Australia trailing 1-0, 20 minutes into this match in Dallas, Texas. Fantastic stadium. Packed house for this one, of course. Plenty of fans for both teams in attendance. But it's Ashur who has the goal for Egypt in the 13th minute. Again, just that ball floated into the far post, and Ashur with a great header. It's just a shocking goal to concede. And they're in behind again. This is a good chance. Egypt are in. This is a phenomenal chance. They've put it wide. The flag is up. But Zico will be really disappointed that he put that wide regardless. But again, another warning sign. Was he onside? No, he was off. So it wouldn't have counted anyway. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Big Monkey in the live chat says, I don't think Australia have ever won a knockout game. You are correct. In a World Cup, at a Men's World Cup, Australia have never won a knockout stage game. So there's history on the line here for Australia. We've been here. This is our third time in the knockout stage, 2006, 2022, and 2026 here. Bajic has it on the left. Australia building in midfield. Sutar. Oh, nice forward pass. Volpato in a little pocket. Oh, good pass. Bajic. Just couldn't quite get the contact on the cross there. That's a corner. That's a corner. As is Bajic. Doing well there, just to earn a corner for Australia. So, last time we had a corner, we went short and then we couldn't even get the ball in the box. So, I would love to see, it looks like Volpato. So this is a different setup here. Aidan O'Neill was taking the last corner. Now it's going to be Volpato. So hopefully Volpato just swings this one in. Got to find Sutar, Irvine, Chikati, Harrington's in there. Come on, boys. Come on. The delivery is deep. Harrington gets it back towards goal, but it was a deep delivery and it was always going to be difficult to direct it on target from that angle. Yeah, Australia not having much success from the set pieces, and that brings us to the first hydration break of the game, which has arrived very quickly. It's Australia who trail 1-0. Egypt lead early in this game. Jump in the live chat. What do you make of this game so far? We'd love to hear from you. Oh boy, let's take a look at the stats, shall we? According to FOTMob, Egypt 64% possession, Australia 36%. So we get to see Australia get ourselves on the ball a bit more. Australia have had 4 shots already, 4 efforts at goal already. Volpato coming the closest, hitting the crossbar from range. Yet to get a shot on target though, Australia. Egypt with just their 3 shots and 1 on target. Australia's pass accuracy currently sitting at around 80%. Panda Plan, how do you feel about the hydration breaks? Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone is particularly a fan of it. I mean, obviously you need it when when the weather is hot. Being in Australia in the A-League competition, we are pretty accustomed to the hydration breaks. But yeah, it doesn't feel necessary when it's if the weather isn't that bad. Let's see what the weather is like in Dallas, Texas, shall we? Let's find out. What's the weather currently in Dallas, Texas? It's 34 degrees. Goodness me. Okay, that is warm. 34 degrees, dude. Wow. 34. But of course, I think I heard that the stadium that they're playing in is like is air conditioned or something. It's one of those fancy, cool stadiums. So 34 degrees outside, but perhaps a whole lot cooler inside. Tarnley says, poor delivery, I miss Goodwin. Craig Goodwin, a fantastic set-piece deliverer. Panda Plant says, good chance to reorganise. Good to see Sean here as well, another member of the channel. Sean says, not good enough so far with the crosses all World Cup. It's true, we're going to be a lot better with our deliveries. Sean also saying, why is Irankunda alone up top? He should be on the left wing. It's obvious. I agree, Sean, and I think a lot of people agree as well. Panda Plan says it's 31 in Canada today. Warm indeed. Sean also saying that Popper is the wrong coach in my opinion, says Sean. And of course, as we know, Popovic will be staying on as Australia head coach after this tournament, regardless of what happens. Popovic has signed a contract extension through to the Asian Cup. Of course, the Asian Cup just 6 months away in January, and we will be doing plenty of content surrounding that tournament, of course, as well. It's a big 6 months. It's a big 6-7 months for Australia. World Cup, and then the focus after this tournament will turn to the Asian Cup. Great to see a number of our members joining us in the live chat today. As you can see, Tan Lee, Panda Plan, Sean of the Bread Live joining us in the live chat. Great to see you guys here. You guys can consider checking out the memberships if you're interested. We've got 2 levels. Level 2 gets you access to members-only live streams and videos. Sean says, where I assume are you asking where's the Asian Cup? I hope we make a good effort. The Asian Cup is taking place in Saudi Arabia in January. And of course, when it comes to that tournament, Australia, one of the top teams in Asia. Of course, there's so many fantastic teams in Asia, but Australia, I think, considered one of the top teams in Asia still. So it's a competition that we'll be certainly heading into it, looking to win the whole thing. Australia won the Asian Cup back in 2015. We are back underway following that hydration break, by the way. That's right, Saudi Arabia, indeed, the host nation of the Asian Cup next year. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for joining the live watch along. We are nervously... we're nervous, of course, especially trailing here, but there's a lot of football to go. Irankunda, nice flick. Metcalf down the left. Here we go. Come on. He's run out of room there. Egypt's doing pretty well in defence. Australia going to need to show a little bit more quality once we get to the final third. That is for sure. We may well have had 4 shots so far, but Egypt, it feels like Egypt are really bossing us when we get into the front third. Sean says, yeah, we just need a goal. It would be, dude, if we could get a goal before halftime, that would be ideal just to get us back on track. If we can take a goal into the halftime break, that would be huge. So, especially conceding early there, man, it's Australia have got the work to do here. As we know, a lot of good options on the bench. Toure, Yengi, Hrustic, Nabil, Valupale. Numerous attacking options. But with the players we've got on the field, we are capable of scoring. Certainly a lot of debate in regards to whether this lineup is the correct lineup that Popovic should have gone for this game. Xander, good morning to you, man, says, this has been a relatively frustrating opening. It has. It has been. Despite a couple bright moments, Boss getting down the right-hand side and Volpato hitting the crossbar, but yeah, man, we've been frustrated in this game, and obviously conceding that goal, a major setback early on here for Australia, and a challenge that we now have to navigate for the remainder of this game. Egypt clearly not sitting back on this lead. They are certainly not sitting back on this lead. They are still looking pretty eager to keep it going, to keep the attacks rolling. Soda, g'day to you, says a goal would be tremendous. Kid Kuma in the live chat says, I think we need Toure or Yengi up front to add a bit of aerial threat. I agree. As much as I love Irankunda, I prefer him on the wing, says Kid Kuma. Yeah, I feel like everyone's unanimous. There's a unanimous opinion from all Australian fans that I think we'd like to see Irankunda off that left-hand side, and then either Toure or Yengi through the middle. I mean, is there anyone in this live chat right now that is happy with seeing Irankunda play as that central striker? I literally haven't seen a single comment online of someone who's happy seeing Irankunda play as a striker for Australia. Everyone is in agreement that Irankunda has to be playing off the left or the right. I like him off the left. But we saw it against Paraguay. Irankunda was just not in the game. And it wasn't his fault. It was just positionally wasn't the right move for a player like Nestor Irankunda. And if you start with a more natural striker there, I don't know, man. You can get that striker to sort of to steal the spotlight and drag the defenders away, and then that creates the space for Nestori Irankunda to work his magic. This setup right now isn't utilizing Nestori Irankunda's best abilities, and it seems so obvious too. That's the thing that I think really frustrates people, is that it seems so obvious that it's not working. So Popovic clearly thinks that this is the right setup to take in these games. And look, I mean, there's still a lot of time to go. We'll see if Nestori can have an impact in the striker position. Ooh, surely that's a foul. Irankunda's got to that ball first, and he's won a free kick. Late challenge. Come on, Aussie indeed, Sean. Terry's joining us in the live chat as well. Jackson's here as well. Oh boy. Come on, Australia indeed, Jack. Come on, Australia indeed. There's an injury concern here for Egypt. One of their players currently down. 1,000 Pixels, g'day to you, says Toure must be injured. I mean, there's no news on an injury surrounding Mo Toure. Surely that would have been mentioned. Look, we haven't seen Mo Toure in this tournament since the first half of the second group stage game against USA. He came off at half time, and we didn't see him at all against Paraguay. He didn't come off the bench. Yengi came off the bench. Yengi was the striker that came off the bench against Paraguay. So, I mean, maybe there's something that they're not telling us. Maybe there is a slight injury concern, perhaps. I don't know, man. So, a bit of a delay here with some treatment on Haney, the right fullback for Egypt, who's just pulled up a little bit sore. Person XR in the live chat says, asks Lockie, do you think the Asian Cup should get more hype in Australia? It seems like casual Socceroos fans don't really care about it. It should get more hype. It is the next biggest thing for the Socceroos after the World Cup, of course. So yeah, absolutely. Obviously the World Cup is going to, the World Cup just steals the focus of everyone in Australia, you know? I know so many people who aren't even football fans in the slightest, but when the World Cup's on, they're glued to it. Volpato sends in the free kick. Oh, just swing at it. It's bouncing around. Chikati. Free kick, Egypt. Bouncing around in the box there in a little moment of chaos. I think Irvine had a swing at it. Chikati trying to get a shot on goal, but free kick goes the way of Egypt, who are defending well so far after half an hour of football in Dallas. Jack says, I really think it should be 0-0 right now. How unlucky to concede that goal. Yeah, just frustrating. Honestly, thinking about that goal is just frustrating because it's like we worked so hard in defence. Australia is such a well-organised team at the back, and it's just... You know what I noticed as well? You guys might spot it on the replays, is that when Australia's defenders are stepping up in unison, when that cross is set to come in, Lucas Harrington is just a little bit late in his movement to step up. He was actually playing a short onside. So I don't know whether that's something to note there. Harrington was just slightly delayed in stepping up to play the attackers offside there. Anyway, Harrington, fantastic defender, and he was so good against Paraguay. Here comes Beige down the left. Beige crossing. Metcalf has to regather here. No, it's Boss, excuse me. Boss on the right wing. Comes back for Volpato. Christian Volpato. Trying to get through for Boss. Again, we're going to need better than this. We're going to need to be a lot better than this in the final third. Can't keep losing it, man. We're just getting bossed. And I don't mean Geordie Boss. Egypt are out-muscling us once we get forward. So, long throw for Chikati. Sean says, never seeing Suter get a big header on goal is frustrating. Yeah, we need to try and find him, man. Hey, Verdant, thanks for that gift, man. Really appreciate that. Verdant sending in the gift. The ball's bouncing around the box. Irankunda has to go back to Bajic. Ooh. Shot on target. shot on target, but it's well saved. But as is Bajic, got some power behind that, kept it low, but the goalkeeper was always stopping that. Sean asking, do you think Josh Nisbet deserved a call up? I think he did. Hey, as a Central Coast Mariners fan, of course, would have loved to have seen Josh Nisbet in the squad. Look, he had a good campaign in the Netherlands. He scored a few goals, didn't he? Josh Nisbet, so it's good to see him doing well over there. Hopefully, if he can keep up the good form, he can see himself return to the Socceroos setup. It's been a while since we've seen Josh Nisbet for Australia. Okay. Bajic, a bit of a wayward touch and throwing Australia on the halfway line. That's right, Sean. Keep pushing. It was so close indeed, folks. It was a good shot, Byron, indeed. G'day to Byron joining us in the live chat as well. Gaz is here. Great to see so many familiar names and some new names. Chikati sends it long for Irinkunda. Oh, Irinkunda. Oh, I thought he was going to get to that. Nestori. I mean, we want to be proved wrong here, right? Popovic sticking with Nestori as that striker. We want to be proved wrong. We want to see Nestori deliver in this position. And again, I do want to reiterate, we're talking about Nestori playing as a striker, maybe not the best position for him. It's not Nestori Irinkunda's fault. It's just not the position where it best utilises his abilities, you know what I mean? So Irinkunda isn't necessarily doing anything wrong. It's just tactically. Oh, Volpato has done well here. Is that a free kick? It is. Well done, Volpato. Good little turn there, and he won the free kick. Great to have someone with the class and quality of Christian Volpato. How good. Isn't it crazy to think a couple months ago, imagine if a couple months ago someone told you that Christian Volpato was going to be playing at the World Cup for Australia. Here he is, starting consecutive games. Sean also saying, we know how good Nisbet is. He has a unique skill set. Also says, come on, I'm happy to be proved wrong. Yes, indeed. Ooh, chance down the right. Boss getting to this and winning a corner. So, Australia, this is what, our third corner maybe of the game already? But in the last few minutes, Australia have shown a lot of energy getting forward now, and we've been building nicely. Volpato is standing over this one. Got to get a good delivery here, man. The corners haven't been great so far. Volpato in swinger. It's deep again. Headed in though. Still there. Come on. Chikati. It's cleared away now down the line. Again, it's deep from Volpato's delivery. Just, I don't know, man. I feel like we need to get into more of a central area. Like, we're not finding Sutar. You got to find Sutar, man. You got to aim for him. Surely, right? Sean says we'd be screwed with Volpato since McGree's out. Yeah, it's great. It's great that Volpato, we're able to bring him into the squad, especially with McGree out, because relatively similar players would be playing a similar position in this team. You would think McGree and Volpato. How good would it be if we had both of those guys? Hopefully for the Asian Cup we have both Volpato and McGree in the squad. Australia, are we pressing? We're not pressing with a whole lot of urgency. Again, we do not want to concede a second, that's for sure. But so far, Egypt strong in defence. And folks, we don't have long till half time. 1-0. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button. And shout out to Vedant a moment ago, sending in a gift, supporting the channel here. If you guys want to support the channel, you can consider sending in a super chat as well, or checking out the memberships that we only just recently launched here. Good to see a number of our channel members joining us in the live chat today, as always. And great to see all of you here, of course. Great to see some new folks joining us as well in the live chat. Free kick Egypt. Free kick Egypt. I missed the foul, to be honest. Geordie Boss caught on the ball and, just a little hand to the face of the opponent there. Completely accidental. And Egypt have been awarded a free kick in a promising position. So Australia, I mean, of course, we are trailing here, but last thing we want here is to concede a second goal. So Salah's standing over this one, as is a shorter as well. Dangerous chance here. Australia with more defending to do. We conceded from that last set piece. Gotta try and clear this away. If we can get on the counter-attack too from this, following this, that would be ideal. Salah's gone short here, so the bit of a set play. It's swung in. Dangerous, dude. That's really dangerous. Egypt have got that into a great area, and Australia managed to clear, but the offside flag is up regardless. Oh boy. Steve says, hope Australia score before the end of this first half. That would be ideal, that's for sure. Minutes remaining. Only a few minutes remaining now in the first half. Come on. Just really feel like we want to see the team push up, like collectively as a unit. We have to try and push Egypt back a little bit further. Play the game in our attacking half. Harrington with a long ball, Volpato for O'Neill. He's looking early for Irankunda, who's just muscled off it. And Irankunda trying to keep it in, but he's bundled over. Again, another good example there, right there, folks, of it's just looking a little bit sloppy when we get into the forward half. Egypt are just applying so much pressure on us when we get forward. G'day, Troy. Good morning to you, man. Says, hey, Lockie, we got plenty of time. We've got this. Plenty of time. Plenty of time indeed, man. Plenty of time. So we can still turn this around. It's a disappointing start. That's for sure. Conceding that goal, but plenty of time for Australia. G'day, Chandler King, who says, really got to get a goal soon. If we could sneak in a goal before halftime, it would be huge. Long ball into the middle. Is that a foul? It looked like a foul, didn't it? Metcalf with some... Oh, no, it wasn't. Excuse me. Metcalf. It looked like it was a foul, but not awarded. Australia back on the ball. Irvine Chikati building once again here, Australia. Right-hand side throw in. Not long to go. You'd imagine we'll probably have a few minutes added on. Of course, the hydration break, as always. So, there is still time for Australia to find a goal before the break. We haven't really had too many good goal-scoring opportunities at all in this half. O'Neill, that's a nice little flick. And Irankunda just wasn't there to run onto it. Again, just... Popovic, I think, has gotten it wrong, in my opinion, with this move, sticking with Irankunda as the striker. It's just not where we need him, man. It's a real shame. It's a real shame. That's what it is, because I think we're all aware we would look a whole lot more threatening if Irankunda was in a wide position and playing Toure or even Yengi through the middle as a more natural, taller striker option. Get Irankunda off the left where he's a little bit more effective. Of course, you want to have Metcalf and Volpato. Ooh, that's got to be a foul on Australia. No, it's play on. It was late contact. There's a player down for Australia. We're playing on. Looked like it was a foul to me. Anyway. Yeah, Troy says Toure, he's just so dangerous. It looked like there was late contact on O'Neill there. Maybe accidental, just the follow-through catching O'Neill. The boot was pretty high though. 5 minutes added on here. 5 minutes added on at the end of the first half. So Australia obviously just do not want to concede here at the end of this first half. Let's see if we can find maybe one more chance at the end of the break, at the end of this first half, before the break. Egypt down the left with Marmoush. Nice forward pass. Egypt on the attack. Australia with a lot of numbers behind the ball. That's a good ball floated in towards Salah, and he's flicked a header on. Comfortable claim for Pat Beach, though. Jack asks Lockie, what do you think the scoreline would be if Australia played Argentina? Of course, we're not getting carried away. But look, to answer your question, it would take a phenomenal performance from Australia to win that game. That is just the reality of it. Look, I'd like to think we could really match it with Argentina again. Let's come back to that, because Volpato's on the ball here. Good chance for Australia. Volpato! Wide. That was a great chance. That was a great chance. He had a good pocket of space there. He really did. And I think Christian Volpato will be really disappointed with himself there that he didn't find the target. That was a great opportunity. And he curled it, but it was just drifted wide. Five minutes added on at the end of this first half. So Volpato has looked good in the first half. He's been really heavily involved. He's got himself on the ball. But again, we know we can get more from him. Volpato, he's even picking up little pockets of space. He's dropped deep on a few occasions to get involved in the play. Volpato once again here. Oh, comes through to Metcalf. Irvine. Chikati getting forward. He's swinging it in. He's looking for Bajic at the far post. And Bajic is with it. Australia building. O'Neill swinging a ball in towards Irinkunda. There's appeals for a handball. But ladies and gentlemen, another great example of where you would want either Mo Toure or Tete Yengi, because there was a great cross played in by O'Neill. But Nestori Irinkunda, he's a fantastic player, but his heading ability isn't one of his strengths. His aerial, his ability to complete in the air isn't one of his strengths. So again, another example of where it would have been amazing to have a natural striker there. You can see there in that replay, Nestori Irinkunda, he's not the tallest player, so it's no surprise that the defenders are just going to beat him to that ball. Because again, it was a great cross, but that's not the way we want to play if Irinkunda is our striker, man. You almost wonder if Popovic will make a change or two at the halftime break. Feels like we need something different. O'Neill. Ball down the right. He's found Boss. He's flicked it on, but the defence are back in control and clearing. Another forward header. Oh, that's good. Volpato, Irvine. Again, just need to control the ball here. Keep it on the floor. No, what is that? Irvine just poking it to no one. Just a lack of control here. Again, it's just bouncing around chaotically. Metcalf, that's Boss, in fact. He's done well. He's gone down. And Irinkunda's done well to get on the end of this. This is necessary Irinkunda for Australia. Here's Volpato once more. Volpato into the box. Again, just blocked. Appeals for a handball. Bouncing around. It's just a real chaotic finish to this first half. Feels like at any moment Australia could break forward, but here we go. O'Neill once again. There's a real scrappy finish to this first half, folks, but 30 seconds to go. Can Australia just get one more opportunity? Geordie Boss is still down. Oh my gosh, Geordie Boss is still down here. I mean, the half is almost over, dude. Chikati's played it out of play, and Geordie Boss is still down. This is a serious concern for Australia. Geordie Boss is down, and he looks like he's in pain, man. colliding with the defender. He went down. Oh, he was holding his left knee. He stayed prone on the floor as well. He's still lying down. This is a huge concern for Australia. Best player, Geordie Boss, is currently down and clearly in some pain. And it looks like it's going to take us through to halftime here. So it's 1-0 to Egypt at the break. What do you make of that first half, folks? Would love to hear from you in the live chat. It is Egypt 1, Australia 0. I mean, Australia with some opportunities, but no real clear-cut opportunities in that first half, really. Some long-range efforts. Volpato's looked good, but it's Ashore who scored in the 13th minute. An uncharacteristic goal for Australia to concede as well. Hopefully it's not serious indeed, Jack. As Steve echoes those sympathies as well. So, yeah, the broadcast, the cameras were just on Geordie Boss, currently receiving some treatment on the field. Testing at that left knee, it seems. So we're going to keep a close eye on this at the halftime break. Geordie Boss, huge concern for Australia. Maybe injured, maybe. Troy earlier on said, even playing Messi in Argentina is a great opportunity. Regardless of the result, it shows our ability to progress, but we need to focus on this game, guys. That's right. Can't get carried away just yet. All right. Yes, Gamer Pro. I did see the Jamie Fussell vid. That's for sure. Xandel says, hopefully Boss is okay. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. Jack asks the big question. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup? France. I think France are winning the World Cup for sure. Yeah, I can't see anyone stopping France. Mbappe is in great form. They've just got so many elite players. I think France are winning this World Cup. I'm very confident of that. Xander says, need one of the famous Popovich halftime team talks. This is it for Australia now. This is it. This is a huge halftime talk. Tony Popovich, the head coach for Australia, has coached in some massive, massive games. The 2013 A-League Grand Final, the 2014 A-League Grand Final away to Brisbane, and of course in Adelaide in 2016. Those A-League Grand Finals, 3 A-League Grand Finals with Western Sydney Wanderers for Tony Popovich. He also won a Champions League with Western Sydney Wanderers. He's got experience in big games, does Tony Popovich. Tony Popovich taking Melbourne Victory to Grand Finals. He took Perth Glory to a Grand Final in 2019. But this is Tony Popovich's biggest halftime talk of his career so far. He needs to rally the team together for this second half, man. Troy says, France are a joke. They are making it look easy. They're a whole lot of fun to watch, that's for sure. Tarnley says, it's a hard landing on Boss. It was a heavy landing, hey. And it looked like he was holding that left knee. So it's a bit worrying. That's right, Troy. Of course, Mariners fans fondly remember that 2024 Grand Final victory over Melbourne Victory. All right, folks. Second half, not too far away. Jump in the live chat. How you guys feeling? If you have any comments or questions, jump in right now. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already as well. You can also consider sending in a super chat to support the channel. G'day Lightning for football, who's joining us here today as well. Helicopter in the live chat. The Midlows in the live chat. Gimme's in the live chat as well. Jacob. Xabi Ronaldo. Great to see everyone joining us here today. I'm going to go top up my water, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Feel free to throw any questions or comments in the live chat. The winner of this game goes through to play either Argentina or Cabo Verde. And that game, that round of 32 game, is being played after this one. 2 games coming up today, Argentina, Cabo Verde. And Colombia taking on Ghana as we speak. Jordy Boss, wow, this is a huge concern. Jordy Boss is currently unable to walk on his own feet. Jordy Boss is being helped off the field, and he is almost certainly going to be replaced now. This is devastating for Australia. On the broadcast, they are showing us live pictures of Jordy Boss being helped off the field of play. Wow. That's a huge blow, man. That's a huge blow, dude. Jordy Boss is off. There's two physios for Australia who are having to help Jordy Boss walk right now. This is a serious concern for Australia. And for Jordy Boss, for his club season coming up, I mean, there's a lot of talk around Jordy Boss. We're all hoping he gets a big move. We know he's a fantastic player and he's good enough to play at a really top level in club football, and this is an injury for Jordy Boss. He's unable to walk on his own right now. This is a serious, serious concern. That's right, Troy, our beast of a fullback indeed. He was our best player against Paraguay, and Jordy Boss is off. So, as we know, Jacob Italiano, he's out injured. Italiano out injured for Australia, who was starting as our right wing back at this tournament. So who comes on? What do Australia do there? It's hard to replace Jordy Boss because he's such a unique and high-quality player. Kai Truin and Jason Gary are capable of playing that position at right wing back. But I almost wonder if Australia go for a more attacking option. Perhaps you look at someone like maybe even Awal Mobile, Nishan Valupale to play that wide position, especially with Australia needing to attack in this second half. Tarnley says, I would drop Metcalf to midfield to replace Irvine, Irankunda to the left, Salman Toure, and Gary for Boss. I probably agree with all those moves, Tarnley. That sounds good to me. Troy also says, hopefully it won't affect his club football too much. Such a player. Yeah, man. I mean, we're hoping that that's not a serious injury for Jordan Boss. Really, really hoping it's nothing serious. Xavi Ronaldo says Irankunda isn't a striker. Yeah, we need to see him in the wide position, man. I think we're all in agreement that we need to see him out wide. Malak, good to see you here. It's an interesting question. Malak asks, do you agree that Jordy Boss is way more effective / dangerous on the right? I mean, I think we'd prefer to see Jordy Boss on the left. I think he's effective on both sides, but he was very good on the right against Paraguay. He was able to cut in on that left foot. So, yeah, man. Jack says all the best for Boss. Yes, World Cup X. I did see that. Just recent news today. Ange Postecoglou appointed as the new Al Nassr head coach. Huge news. In case anyone missed it, a very exciting move for former Socceroos head coach Ange Postecoglou. Troy says, gotta say I'm loving the Paul Ocon interviews at halftime, especially with his son in the team. I'm starting to feel old, says Troy. Lining for football says, I think take Irvine off, put Ocon Engsler on. Says put Irankunda out wide, put Toure on for Boss, and put four back, pushing Chikati out wide. As long as Popovic has been in charge, he has always played a back five. So I doubt we'll see him change that up. But I mean, maybe with us chasing the game here, maybe Popovic will throw in a surprise, a spanner in the works, perhaps. Not doing the live watch along for Argentina Cabo Verde. Probably going back to sleep, to be honest. I'll have to watch that one on the replay. An early morning start here. The game kicked off at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's just ticked past 5 o'clock in the morning here on the east coast of Australia. So, The Socceroos with an enormous 45 minutes coming up. And if we can equalise, it may well be more. Troy also says, I think Ange was linked with the Scotland job last I heard, so he's in charge of Ronaldo now this season. I might watch the Saudi League this season now, says Troy. Yeah, man, it's obviously he's going to be in charge of some real top players there. Cristiano Ronaldo, who's at Al Nassr. So, yeah, man, exciting move for Ange. Okay, so the stats at this halftime break, according to FOTMob, Egypt with 56% possession, Australia with 44%. So we are certainly getting ourselves on the ball a fair bit in this game. 6 shots for Australia total, just the one on target. That one shot on target was that effort from Aziz Bayic in the box. That was just a low driving shot that was pretty comfortably saved for the goalkeeper. Egypt have just had 3 shots total, just the one on target, of course, being the goal. There you go. Australia have had more touches in the opponent's box as well. 10 touches in Egypt's penalty area compared to Egypt just having 6 in our penalty area. So Australia are showing some good signs here. But no real quality opportunities just yet for Australia. And that's the only thing that's really missing. Volpato's looked good. He's looked lively. He's had a couple long-range efforts, but not quite able to find the target just yet, which is disappointing. Shino, good to see you here once again. Of course, you were joining us the other day for one of our other live streams. So, if you guys have missed it, Geordie Boss being helped off the field of play, clearly carrying an injury now, so almost certainly being subbed off as we speak. And we'll keep an eye on who comes on, man. It could be Geria, it could be Truin, or it could be someone else completely. Could be someone else completely. Maybe Popovic will surprise us here. Cheers, Malak. Good to see you in the live chat, dude. Thanks for joining us this morning. Blinkers is here as well. Blinkers, a long-time viewer of the channel. Blinkers does say, honestly, think Egypt have been meh so far, besides the one chance that they buried. Yeah, Blinkers, I mean, like, as we just looked at the stats, they've only had 3 efforts at goal. They've only had 3 shots, Egypt. Egypt have not been dominating this game. They've been defending really well, and they've taken their opportunity, so they'll be pretty happy with a half so far, I reckon. But they haven't necessarily been dominating this game. Like, Australia haven't been pinned back, as we were against Turkey or even against USA. USA were pretty dominant in that first half when we played them. So, yeah, man. But again, having said that, Egypt will be pretty happy, I think, with the way this game's going. They've limited Australia to shots outside the box. That one shot on target for Australia was pretty comfortably saved in the end. So, yeah, dude. Person in the live chat says, Lockie, are you worried it's been 2.5 games without a goal? I mean, it is a concern. It is a concern. I agree, Malak. Yeah, it says this is the problem. Iran Kunda's striker just doesn't work. It doesn't. It clearly doesn't, and we all agree it's just not working out. So hopefully we see. I mean, we'll have to see obviously a couple. I think at least one change, of course, with Boss leaving the field. So we'll see a new right wing back come on, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Australia does here up top, whether at halftime, whether we see a change or not. Tarnley says the nerves is kicking in for me now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally got the answer. The player coming on to replace Geordie Boss is Kai Truin. Kai Truin of New York City FC. Kai Truin, top player, very versatile player, can play in midfield at centre back, but Tony Popovic has utilised Truin recently at right wing back. He's played there on a couple of occasions now. Not his best position, I will say. Popovic has been pretty keen to play Truin at right wing back, but he's definitely more effective as a midfielder or a centre back, Kai Truin, in my opinion at least. I don't know what you guys make of that, but Kai Truin, unless there's going to be a real reshuffle here, Kai Truin is on and Geordie Boss is off. So first big change here for the Aussies. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Really appreciate your company in this live chat. It's great to see so many regular faces joining us, of course, as always. Some members of the channel. Sean's here, Troy's here, Tan Lee. We've just recently launched memberships here on the channel, so if you want to support the work that we're doing here, if you want to see more of it, if you want to see more live streams like this, you can consider checking out the memberships. But just hit the like button, and I just appreciate you guys being here regardless. Okay. I like the optimism, Jack. Jack says we are winning on pens. Mark my words, dude. I hope that comes true. So Truin is on for Boss. Jordan Boss off injured, a big concern for the Aussies. Michael G says, should have put Nestori on the right wing and brought on Toure and Yengi. No worries, Jackson, of course. No worries at all. I appreciate you guys just being here, so no stress. Great to see everyone joining us for this one. It is just past 5 o'clock in the morning, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Darnley says, still no Yengi or Toure. Yep, so no changes to the front line for Australia for this second half. Egypt to get this second half underway. 45 minutes remain for Australia to keep their World Cup dream alive. Egypt with a 1-goal lead. As Troy says in the live chat, so much for Salah being injured. Yeah, I mean, there was a... Oh, Egypt are in. Oh, my God. Egypt have come inches away from a second goal within seconds of the restart. Marmoush has just put the ball wide. Oh, my goodness. That should have been a goal. Marmoush should have scored there for sure. Egypt should be 2-0 up. Oh, my goodness. That was incredible. Omar Marmoush, he plays his club for with Manchester City, has just rolled that ball wide. That's right. Star Reads and Writes in the live chat says we all saw the Belgium game, so we know anything can happen. Absolutely, man. And of course, we're really going to go for it here. There's a player down for Australia in a forward position. Is it Iran Kunda? Australia have won a free kick elsewhere, though. Chikati winning the free kick, but I think, is that Iran Kunda who's down? It is. Iran Kunda's down here. And he's staying down. Didn't even see what happened. Was it off the ball or something happened? That's right, Tanley. We are lucky indeed. That was a great start for Egypt to the second half. They were way forward before kickoff, says Troy. I didn't notice that. Were they? That would have been interesting if the goal had been awarded. So, they're just showing the replays. Iran Kunda, a little push in the back. He's back to his feet now, which is good to see. Iran Kunda's back to his feet. Javi Ronaldo says in the live chat, I don't understand Popovic. How can he not change the front three? So, free kick for Australia. Going to drift in the ball from range. O'Neill. Sutar gets his head on it. Can't find a teammate. Poked forward again. Sutar again. Iran Kunda. Oh, here's Irvine. Great chance for Australia. Volpato swinging it up. Surely. Oh! Oh, what a chance. What a chance. And there's some serious concern on the field. There is a player down for Egypt. Oh, what an opportunity for Australia. Bouncing around following that free kick, and Sutar was almost there to poke it home, but all the concern right now is for one of Egypt's players who has gone down following that passage of play, and there is a stretcher that has immediately been brought onto the field. I hope the play here for Egypt is okay. This is concerning scenes. Okay. So it's a bright start to the second half for both teams. Egypt almost scoring, and Australia very, very close there as well. Well, it's good to see that the player for Egypt here back to his feet. There was immediate concern for him after he was down on the grass after a collision. So close indeed, Star. So close. They're showing the replay. So Irvine flicked it on. Volpato, really smart from Volpato just to send that ball in, just to knock it over the top, looking for Sutai, who was still up, obviously, with that following that set piece. So good to see that Haney, the right back who went down just a couple moments ago, he's back on his feet. He's okay to continue. And we are back underway. It's 1-0 to Egypt, folks. One-nil to Egypt. All it's going to take for Australia is just one moment, one chance, one play to step up, to take their opportunity, to score what would be one of the biggest goals in Socceroos history if we were to score in this second half. And of course, Australia have to score. Australia have to score here to keep the dream alive. Possibly send their game into extra time and who knows, maybe penalties, but we have to score. That is the objective in this second half now. Egypt, they made a really bright start right from the kickoff. They almost scored. Of course, we are chasing this game, but we also want to make sure that we do not want to concede a second goal. That would be an utter disaster, of course. So, building up from the back, Harrington. Lucas Harrington, composed as ever. O'Neill, little forward pass, is cut out by the defender. But Bache is going to get to this. Australia in a good position out wide. Bache's cross intercepted and cleared. Australia, again, we need to find that quality once we get to the final third. Some more forward runs. Let's see what we can do here. Metcalf in a wide position. Has to go backwards. But Australia have got everyone pushed in the forward half here. This is what we want. We need to really apply the pressure here and get forward. Oh boy, Steve says in the live chat, I mean, it'll be the biggest goal in our memory if Australia win. Yeah, man, there's a long way to go for Australia to win. We need to get ourselves level first of all, but of course, yeah, that's what's on the line here, man. It's history. Australia. Same for Egypt, though. Both of these teams have never won a knockout stage game at a World Cup. Volpato, he's on the ball. Gets past the first defender. Volpato still. Now crossed in by Trewin. Bache was there, but it's headed away by Haney. O'Neill recovers it. And there's a challenge from ashore. And what's the decision? Goal kick. Or is it a throw? It is a throw. Oh, throw for Egypt. Come on, Australia. Come on, the Socceroos. We've been doing live watch-alongs, live streams here on this channel for about 5 years now, and this is probably one of the biggest we've ever done on this channel. Very grateful for you guys being here for it, folks. This is a historic game. Australia in the knockout stage of a World Cup just for the third time ever. And we are witnessing it here together. Even if Australia were to go out here, I think we would still have to be proud of our achievements at this tournament. That's my feelings at least. I don't know how you guys feel. I know that we are capable of more, though. That's the frustrating thing. We are capable of more, and hopefully there is still more for Australia in this game. Hopefully we can keep the dream alive, but I am proud of our efforts, man. It's been a really tough group stage. Oh, we've won the ball high up the park here. Metcalf for Bache. Bache getting forward down the left-hand side. Volpato's unmarked on the far post. Cross cleared away. Again, folks, if you missed it earlier, Geordie Boss picking up an injury late in the first half. He's off. So Kai Trewin is on at right wing back. Bache on the left. Irvine. Short for O'Neill. O'Neill's getting in some really advanced positions, and he's won a free kick in a great position. Out wide, but close to goal. That's right, Troy. Troy, member of the channel here, says, no way we are missing this. Come on, guys, we got this. Dude, yep, we gotta stay positive. We're gonna keep backing the boys all the way here. And of course, if we can just hold Egypt to just the one goal. Again, want to reiterate, I mean, Egypt, well, they would have had 4 shots now, Marmoush, very close at the start of the second half. But that would make it just 4 shots so far for Egypt. Just the one on target. We've been limiting Egypt in their goal-scoring opportunities, and Australia having a lot more of the ball and a lot more opportunities. And O'Neill's going to swing in this free kick. Needs a good delivery. O'Neill swings it in. Oh, yes! 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 Australia score! It's level! It's Sutar, is it? Oh my gosh, it's in! Oh, what a moment! Yes, come on! Come on! Oh, it's level. 1-1. Oh, yes, come on. We're back in this game. Oh, relief. Wow. No idea who got their head on it. It may well be an own goal. What a delivery from O'Neill. Everyone's onside. That's an own goal. That's an own goal, folks. Oh my goodness. The delivery from O'Neill was superb. And Australia are level. It is 1-1. In off one of Egypt's defenders. And Australia equalise. Oh, the live chat loves it. Big Monkey, Star, Byron, Jack in the live chat. Steve loves it. Top Football Highlights channel saying congrats. Australia score in the knockout stage. And there's none of Australia's players can claim credit. It is indeed an own goal. But credit to Aidan O'Neill for the delivery. Australia have a goal in the knockout stage of the World Cup. Come on. Oh my gosh, dude. That is huge because we scored so early now in the second half. So this completely changes the vibes now in this second half. Egypt were doing a lot of defending, but Egypt now are going to look to try and push back forward once more. That's right, Sean. We love it. Wow, dude. That's right, Razor. Got to stay positive, Razor. Got to stay positive, mate. Appreciate that. That's right, Sean. Wasn't Sutas, but still, finally a set-piece threat. Yeah, the set pieces haven't worked out for Australia. But we have the goal here, finally. I think we deserve it, man. We've been pushing. The second half has been good so far. And we've got the goal. Let's go, indeed. Troy highlighting here in the live chat says, don't forget O'Neill was in Burnley's academy. Aidan O'Neill. What a moment for him. Currently playing his football with New York City FC. He's played for a number of clubs. As Troy mentions, he was with Burnley in England many years ago. Spent some time in the A-League with Central Coast Mariners, Brisbane Roar, Melbourne City. He established himself as one of the best midfielders in the A-League a few years back at Melbourne City. And Aidan O'Neill has delivered a superb free kick to force that goal in. Truman sent one long for Aaron Kunda. Aaron Kunda's chasing, but that will roll on to the goalkeeper. Ladies and gentlemen, the dream is still alive. I'm not going to lie, I was getting nervous at the start of the second half. Especially when Egypt almost scored a second, dude. I was like, oh no, what's going to happen here? And as I was saying before that goal, I was like, even if we go out here, I'm proud of the boys, proud of this tournament. And yeah, man. But dude, the dream is on. It is level, dude. We are level in this game. Will it mean extra time? Will it mean penalties? Here's a chance for Egypt. They're getting forward. Salah, edge of the box. Mo Salah has literally 5 defenders surrounding him. and Australia clear it away. Literally, I'm not even kidding. Like everyone just crowded Mo Salah there. Oh my gosh. Sean says we just need to have good ball possession, I think. And that's right, Sean. Proud always, of course. It's been an admirable effort. And here we are in the round of 32, the knockout stage. Australia have never won a knockout stage game before at a World Cup. Can we change that here today? Can we make history today? Are we witnessing history in front of our eyeballs? Is this a historic game that is playing out at the moment in Dallas, Texas? That's a poor ball from Egypt. Australia on the counter-attack through Metcalf. Aaron Kunda with the forward run. That's got to be a foul. That's probably a yellow for that too as well. Aaron Kunda's gone down. Got to be a yellow, right? Aaron Kunda's going to go away down the left. If it's a foul, it's a yellow card. Aaron Kunda's away down the left. Wow, wow, wow. Troy says it's certainly been a good run, and long may it continue indeed. Oh boy. Jack says now the game has become so interesting, but hopefully a win. Hopefully we can pull through. We've gotten there. We've gotten part of the way there, man. We've got our first goal. We've got on the score sheet, and now O'Neill, who whipped in that fantastic free kick for the goal moments ago, has got another opportunity here for another free kick. Aidan O'Neill to swing it in once more. It's a good delivery. It's a little bit deep. It is headed away, only as far as Truan. Volpato out wide for O'Neill. Still on for the Aussies. Harry Sutar stayed forward. The ball comes in. Jackson Irvine edge of the box. Lucas Harrington poking it forward. Australia's three centre-backs still in attack as the ball's bouncing around. A bit of chaos on the edge of the penalty area. Egypt just trying to scramble it away, but Australia still on the attack. This is Sutar. Irvine. Volpato. Aaron Kunda. This is nice play from Australia. I love it. I love this football. I love this game. It's Aaron Kunda. He's set to shoot, but it's blocked. Metcalf scrambling. Free kick Egypt. Pressure relieved. Wow, dude. Australia really, really up for this now. And it really feels like that goal has given Australia a real boost here. It's given us a real boost. Razor asking the question, how was that not a handball? I didn't see it. Was there maybe a shout in there off that free kick? There was a little bit of chaos. That certainly was. Less than half an hour remains in regular time. Or roughly half an hour, of course. We'll have a bit of added time at the end of the 90. But if it stays like this, we may be set for a very long live stream, folks. We may be set for extra time. But both teams will be eager to get it done before then. Egypt currently on the ball and getting forward. Australia has everyone behind the ball. Haney on the right for Egypt. Goes to Ashore, the goal scorer for Egypt early on in the game. That feels like a very long time ago when Egypt scored in the 13th minute through Ashore. That headed goal. That poor moment in defence for Australia. But aside from that, the Socceroos have done very well to really limit Egypt in their goal-scoring opportunities. Egypt, the goal they scored was their only shot on target. Salah goes back for Haney, and the flag is up for offside, so Australia do well in that little passage of defending play. Offside flag is up in the end, folks. How are we feeling, folks? How are we feeling? Great to see everyone joining us here in the live chat. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button. You can also consider sending in a super chat if you're able to support us here on the channel. Jack says Australia need to press more. Member of the channel Xander says doing well now. A good dangerous free kick to force the own goal. It was indeed Xander. What a delivery it was from Aidan O'Neill. Superb delivery. The set pieces haven't been great in this game for Australia, but that free kick from O'Neill was brilliant. Australia have it in the forward half with Truan. Harrington. Suter, Australia looking to control the ball. Egypt pressing a bit here. Since Egypt conceded that goal, they have clearly come out of their shell a little bit, looking to press a whole lot more. Looking to try and get back into the game. They will, of course, are going to be eager to regain their lead. Troy in the live chat says, great to see so many Aussies at these games. Troy says, I was worried given the US drama that crowds may not be at the usual. But of course, this is one of the biggest sporting events on the planet. Indeed, Troy, and the crowds have been fantastic, haven't they? Yep. Sean says, how can everyone afford to pay for tickets? I don't understand. Yeah, certainly a little bit pricey, aren't they? Here I am watching from my own couch at home here. It's what's the time here now? It's 5:26 a.m. 5:26 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, of course. Great to see all of you joining us. We've got lots of you, of course, around Australia joining us as always, and great to see some viewers from abroad as well, across the world, which is always great to see. Suter, good forward pass for Volpato. He's just lost the ball though. Yeah, I agree, Sean. I would want to avoid penalties. That would be very nervy. Oh my gosh. And Xander, yeah. Xander says going to hate a Socceroos shootout if it goes that far. Yeah, it would, dude. Oh my gosh. I mean, if it goes that far, I mean, at least we would be experiencing the nervous energy together, sharing it together collectively. Egypt are preparing a double change as we speak. The Socceroos again have just made one substitution so far. That was Kai Truan coming on for Jordy Boss at halftime. Jordy Boss off injured, huge concern for Australia. Harrington, good interception. Iran Kunda, can Australia break here? That's a nice pass for Volpato. And the Aussies back on the ball. Oh, that's a poor giveaway. Chikati, uncharacteristic giveaway. Egypt moving forward. Egypt with a chance and a shot that's blocked by Harrington and cleared away. But Chikati usually very, very good with his distribution. Just got the pass wrong there on that occasion. Egypt swing a ball in. Away by Suter. Australia looking fairly comfortable in defence at the moment. Again, since Egypt conceded that goal, 10 minutes or so ago, they've clearly been pretty eager to get forward a whole lot more, and they have. They've gotten a lot more of the possession since that goal. But they haven't really created any goal-scoring chances as of yet, since it went 1-1. Here's Haney with a cross, good delivery. But Page is there, and he'll get it clear. In fact, it's going to end up in a goal kick, or perhaps a throw. So, how are we feeling? How are we feeling, everyone? NS804, hello to you, says, come on Australia from an Ireland fan. Appreciate that, mate. Thanks for joining us all the way from Ireland. There you go. So, next hydration break should be on the way. Double change for Egypt. So Zico's off. A couple plays off there for Egypt. So fresh legs coming on for Egypt as they look to regain their lead. Australia. Let's just get it out of the back here. I'm getting nervous with some of this pressure that Egypt are applying. Beach sent it long. Iran Kunda. Again, we would love to see a more natural striker on the field. We want to see Iran Kunda in a wide position. Bajic wins the free kick in his own half. Jackson's joining us all the way from Albury. There you go. Hope all is well in Albury. I briefly visited Albury for the first time ever a couple months ago. So that's a fun fact. Nice little town. Anyway, it's the hydration break in the second half in Dallas, Texas, folks. Australia have equalised. It's an own goal. It was a wonderful delivery from Aidan O'Neill, and Australia have made it 1-1, and the remainder of this second half is on the way. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Troy, I think we're all a bit nervous, aren't we, man? It's It's still a big 20 plus minutes to go. Yeah, man. Love to hear that, Ennis. Huge fan of everything Australian football. And that's our speciality on this channel. If this is your first time joining us here, great to see plenty of regular faces in the live chat as always. But if this is your first time, my name's Lockie. This is Lockie Talks Football. We do talk all things Australian football here. So that means Socceroos, Matildas, all the national teams, and of course the A-League's competitions as well. The A-League getting underway in October. And of course, the Australia Cup as well, Australia's domestic cup competition, which is getting underway later this month as well. We'll have some content covering the Australia Cup as well. So if you are keen to check out our content surrounding Australian football, subscribe. You guys know the drill. You know the drill. And if you are interested, you can also consider checking out the memberships to get access to even more content. Great to see a number of our members joining us today as always. Troy, Tan Lee, Sean's here as well. Xander's is joining us as well this morning. Hydration break in the second half. Hydration break. I feel the same, Malak. If we go to penalties, I will not be able to breathe. Dude, it's going to be insane. Oh, dude. Folks as well, I mean, with penalties, it's obviously going to be tricky because on the YouTube stream, it's always tricky to get it synced up with everyone. As you guys can see here on the watch along, I've got my clock ticking away here. So the clock, as you can see here, which is at currently 69 minutes and 46 seconds, that is in line with the game that I'm watching here. So if you haven't done so already, if you can sort of pause maybe the broadcast you're watching and try and link it up to the broadcast to try and avoid any spoilers. So we're all in sync together. But here we go. 70 minutes of football played. It's Australia 1, Egypt 1. The dream is on for all the Aussies. Australia have never won a knockout stage game before. It's today the day. It's today the day when we finally make history. Please. Please. Oh. Tan Lee, I don't use the Green and Gold FC forum, but thanks for letting me know. I might have to check it out. Kid Kuma, I mean, it's a hard question to answer. Kid Kuma asks, how do you think we would go into penalty shootout? It's a tricky one, man. Actually, let's pause that because 2 substitutes coming on for Australia. Or 2 substitutes being prepared. Aiden Hrustic and Mo Toure are currently receiving their instructions. So that is interesting. Who will be coming off? Those are 2 attacking changes. Here's a chance for Australia. Volpato. Ooh, is that a foul? Play on. Swung in by Chikati. Iran Kunda. Again, we need a natural striker there to win that ball in the air. Iran Kunda, sending in these crosses, but Iran Kunda, he's not he's not the kind of player we want competing in the air, man. We want him in those wide positions. A goal now would be huge indeed, Jack. So again, we saw on the sideline there, Hrustic and Toure receiving instructions. Let me know in the live chat, who do you think's coming off? Who do you think? I don't want to see these guys come off, but I've got a feeling it's going to be Iran Kunda and Volpato. In the Paraguay game, we saw Hrustic come on for Volpato. And Iran Kunda did come off at the end of that Paraguay game for Yengi, but it's good to see Toure looks to be coming on. Troy says Hrustic is good. He is, man. He's a top player. And yeah, you'd imagine it would be 2 out of those front 3 players coming off. Metcalf, Iran Kunda, and Volpato. One of those, 2 out of those 3 are coming off for sure, I reckon. So I've got a feeling it's going to be Volpato and Iran Kunda. I think Popovic will probably want to keep Metcalf on. Egypt on the attack here. Switching it around, looking to find an opening. Got to stay strong defensively here. It was an uncharacteristic moment in defence in that first half when Australia conceded. Unmarked at the far post. Ashore. Haney with a cross here for Egypt. Away by Harrington. Entered the box for Ashore, but completely mistiming the strike as it sails wide. So, will we get the subs, folks? Blinkist reckons it's going to be Metcalf and Iran Kunda coming off. Substitutions. Volpato is off. Hrustic is on. Volpato maybe looking just slightly frustrated. He played well today. And the other player coming off, it's Nestori Irankunda. Tarnley just said, yeah, as well, it's most likely Irankunda and Volpato, and it is indeed those two. So, big change for Australia there. Big double change. Would have loved to have seen Toure start, but he is coming on here in the second half. Great to see him. It's the first time that we've seen Mo Toure for the Socceroos since the first half in that second group stage game against USA. And Aiden Hrustic is on as well to replace Volpato. So this is what the lineup is currently looking like, folks, for Australia. As you can see, we're keeping you guys up to date in regards to how Australia are shaping up on the field of play. Kai Truan came on at halftime for the injured Jordan Boss. Again, we are wishing the best for Jordan Boss. It didn't look good. And a double change in attack. Toure is now leading the line. And Aiden Hrustic, he is on in that right attacking midfield position. So, Mo Toure, we remember that spectacular game he had in Auckland against New Zealand in a friendly match last year. He was unstoppable in that match. Toure looking to get his first touch on the ball. Defender just gets to it first. Well done, Metcalf, trying to win it back, and Baich is there. Australian possession high up the field. O'Neill, Metcalf. Forward for Baich, does well. Baich crossing here, and it's cleared away at the near post. Looks like it's gone out of play, surely. Nope, still in. Chikati, O'Neill. Aiden O'Neill's been exceptional. He's been exceptional this game, Aiden O'Neill. Dare I say, maybe the best game he's played in an Australian shirt. Aiden O'Neill in midfield has been immense, folks. He's one of the more underrated players in Australia's squad, but he's a regular. He really is a regular in Tony Popovich's starting 11s. And Aiden O'Neill, who has started all 4 games. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's played every minute. Someone correct me if I'm mistaken, but I don't think Aiden O'Neill's come off in any of the games so far. He's been such a consistent performer. He's been great today. Jackson Irvine in a wide position. Hrustic getting a touch of the ball. Australia knocking it around well now. Less than 15 minutes remaining in regular time, folks. We are witnessing a historic game. It's Australia in the knockout stage of a World Cup, and it's all square with Egypt. It's 1-1. The Socceroos have never won a knockout stage game before. And what an opportunity we have here now. What a chance we have. Who will be the hero? Only one of these teams will progress to the round of 16 to play either Argentina or Cabo Verde. This is a really good spell of possession for Australia. Jack's backing a 4-2 win for Australia on penalties. Steve also saying Australia looking good now. Really good spell here, and we'll force Egypt back, and they've had to just scramble it clear, just throw it in a good position. No, in fact, it stayed in. Truan. Oh, nice work. This is Hrustic. Hrustic, his shot is blocked. Well, Australia clearly on top at the moment. Egypt is struggling to get themselves in control of the ball. This is Irvine. This is Truan. This is good from Australia. Truan for Hrustic. Hrustic under some pressure. Irvine for O'Neill. Aussies have some numbers forward here. Taking the time, though. We're just taking the time to find the right pass, to just find the space. This has been a good performance from the Aussies. Truan on the right. Irvine. Especially after conceding early in this game. This has been a great response from the Aussies to keep their heads up, to not concede another goal, and to equalise here. And as we enter the later stages of this second half, Australia are right in this game. And I appreciate you guys choosing to watch the live watch along with us here. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button. You can also consider sending in a super chat to support the channel. Tan Lee says the most possession we have had in all the games. Yeah, we'll have to check this. We might check the stats actually. How's it looking? Because Australia, we've had a lot of the ball, haven't we? We really have. We really, really have, man. FOTMob, let's see what FOTMob is saying. Australia, 49%. It's really looking pretty even. Australia have had 8 shots, still just the 1 on target. Again, we scored that goal, but it wasn't a shot on target. Of course, it was an own goal. The 1 shot on target coming from Aziz Beich in the first half. And for Egypt, they've had just 5 shots and 1 on target. So Australia have had more efforts on goal. We've had more touches in the opponent's box. And we're just about even with possession. This has been a very, very even game. And I don't know, I'd love to hear from you guys. It's almost fair to say that Australia have probably been the better side overall. Change for Egypt. Trezeguet is coming on here, a winger. Trezeguet is going to be coming onto that left-hand side, replacing Hafez on that left side. So that's right, Michael G, who says Australia on a high press. Australia on a high press, what am I seeing, says Michael. That's right. Oh, boy. Xander says, I'm at a live zone with my mates, and they are all only complaining. This is so frustrating. Dude, interesting. I don't know, man. It's all level. We're looking good. We're in this game. Egypt aren't creating any good goal-scoring opportunities. I think there's lots of positives at this stage. Again, folks, we should highlight Egypt are a really good team, man. They're one of the top sides in Africa. They had a really, really strong run in the African Cup of Nations earlier this year. G'day, Blaze. Blaze Anthony in the live chat says this might go to Ben's. With the way it's tracking, Blaze, we could be on track for extra time and then maybe penalties. And Australia, I've got a free kick opportunity here in a wide position. And Aidan O'Neill, again with a chance to swing a dangerous ball in. Aidan O'Neill, who set up that goal for Australia. O'Neill swings it in. 81st minute, Suta heads it on. Chakati, still in the box, poked forward. Oh my gosh, a bit of chaos, could have gone anywhere. Hooked forward, there's Toure. There's Suta. That's a header on target, and it's going to be a free kick, in fact. Player down for Egypt. Egypt are not happy. Egypt players are not happy right now, possibly with that contact, Harry Suta. It was pretty strong from Harry Suta. He had all eyes on the ball, of course. But certainly made contact with the defender there, that's for sure. Alrighty. That's right, Steve. Egypt came third in that Africa Cup of Nations earlier this year. So certainly one of the top sides in Africa, Egypt. This is it, folks. Will there be a hero to step up in regular time? Will there be a crucial moment to decide it? Or are we destined for extra time? Down the left-hand side, Egypt have it. This is a dangerous looking move. Ashore, back down the left. Egypt have some numbers centrally. Truan doing well, but it's looking a little bit messy at the back, and it ends up in a goal kick. A little nervous moment there. Kai Truan, I think, did all right in that moment. And it ends in a goal kick. Kid Kuma says, how good is this build-up? Our midfield has been controlling this game very well. Where has this been? Kid Kuma, I agree. Our midfield has been superb. Again, going back to that point I made before, I think Aidan O'Neill has been exceptional today. He's been very, very good. Troy says, I think I'm awake now. G'day, El Needy as well. He says, let's go Australia. Welcome to the live chat, El Needy. Single screen is tuned in to SBS right now to watch Australia versus Egypt in the round of 32 in the World Cup. We are witnessing history, and we are witnessing it together as one. Brilliant stuff. It's been a really good game from Australia. Even if we were to go out from here, we can be proud of this performance. This team has worked so hard. Blinker says, Truant hasn't done badly, but losing Boss was still massive. Absolutely. I mean, because Boss is such an attacking outlet as well. Egypt with a slow build-up here. Good spell in possession for Egypt as they are looking to regain their lead late in regular time. They've got it on the right wing. Cross floated in now. It's a decent delivery. Comes all the way to the far side. And it goes backwards. Edge of the seat stuff, man. Edge of the seat stuff it is, folks. Really appreciate you guys joining us here for this one. That's a nice pass down the right. Egypt. Haney's got a cross in. Chikati, a diving header. Edge of the box still for Egypt, though. Ashore lays it off to the right. Everyone behind the ball for Australia. Cross comes in. It's a good delivery. And that's a great punch from Patrick Beach. He's just absolutely smashed that ball away. Oh, Pat Beach. Look, to be fair, Pat Beach really hasn't been involved in this game. But that is a crucial moment. He made a great save at the end of the game against Paraguay. Again, didn't have to do much in that game against Paraguay. But that is a crucial punch from Pat Beach. Blaze says Beach is a good goalkeeper. He is indeed, as another cross is floated in and cleared away again. This is a good spell for Egypt. Can Australia try and relieve this pressure? Oh, counter-attack chance, maybe. Oh, good forward pass from Metcalf. It's into the path of Kai Truant. Kai Truant's getting forward. He went for the strike, and it's still on. Truant bouncing around, and away it goes. Nice little touch there from Sutar. Some space for Sutar as well. Australia with a chance to attack. Great pass from Sutar. He's found Truant on the right. And it's a corner, but Australia, we had some numbers in the box there. Oh, dude. Collective breath. Breathe as one, Australia. Breathe together. Australia have a corner in the 87th minute in Dallas, Texas, in the round of 32 of the World Cup. It was a set piece that brought the equaliser for Australia. Oh, Tokyo says, saw me in Jamie Fussel's video. Thanks for joining us in this live stream, Tokyo. Appreciate that, man. So, Aiden Hrustich swinging it in. The delivery's good. Oh, it's flicked away. Still on the attack, perhaps. Yep, Hrustich still on it. Numbers in the box. Hrustich sends it in. Keeper, that's a really good punch from Egypt's goalkeeper. That's no foul. That's ridiculous that that's a foul. That's ridiculous. Aiden O'Neill with the slightest of contact. And Egypt's player's gone down there. Oh, I tell you what, Sutar, he got his head to it off that corner, but sent it in the wrong direction. But look at that. I mean, that's barely any contact from Aiden O'Neill, and it's given a free kick. Anyway, looking confident on the ball indeed, homeboy Jimmy. Homeboy Jimmy. We're looking good, man. 88 minutes played. How much? Hey, folks, jump in the live chat right now. How much added time do you think we'll see? We haven't had too many stoppages. There was a brief stoppage. There was a player down for Egypt earlier on. I reckon we'll get maybe 5 minutes added on. 5 or 6 minutes added on. There's only been a couple stoppages, really. Maybe 6 minutes added on here at the end of regular time, folks. And we may well be set for extra time. We may well be set for even more drama here. Our live stream here has just ticked over 2 hours. Folks, thanks for joining us today. It is heading towards 6 o'clock in the morning here, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So, the Socceroos holding on here. Oh, boy. This has been a great game, man. I'm sure from a neutral point of view, this has probably been an entertaining game as well. It's been fairly evenly contested, and Australia have put in a really admirable performance. I think we can all agree with that. Tony Popovich has only made 3 substitutions so far. Truant on for Boss. Boss off injured. Hopefully Boss is okay. Didn't look too good. Wishing all the best for Jordan Boss, Australia's one of their star players. Aiden Hrustic came on for Volpato, and Mo Toure came on for Nestori Irankunda. That's right, Jackson. Hydrate. We got this. We got this, man. We're in this together, folks. We're in this together. Again, really appreciate you guys clicking on the live watch along, hanging out with us here. Great to see all of you joining us. This is one of our biggest live streams we've ever done. That's a good ball over the top for Egypt. Chikati hacks it away, but he's hacked it away for a corner, and there's only 5 minutes added on. But this is a set-piece chance for Egypt. They haven't had many. Egypt in the second half have not had many chances from set pieces. And it's going to be a corner for Egypt in injury time. Oh my gosh. Marmoush is going to send in an in-swinging corner for Egypt. Defence needs to stay strong here for the Aussies. They go short. Now it's swung in towards the far post. Salah trying to keep it in. He does so. Still on for Egypt. Another cross comes in. Harrington gets his head to it. A slip in the box and a clearance from Truant. Oh my gosh, dude, that was nervy. Dude, I was really nervous there, man. Oh my gosh. 1 minute of added time played. 5 minutes total added on. Oh, dude. Egypt coming forward once more. Just got to get it clear here. Just got to survive now. Minutes remaining. Egypt have looked good in the last 5-10 minutes. They've been on the attack. And they continue to move forward here, Egypt, as they are looking the more likely in injury time. I think if you're Australia, you just got to hold on to extra time here. You just have to hold on here. Comes across to the right for Haney for Egypt at right back. Australia, again, so compact behind the ball. This 5-4-1 formation, when we are defending, it's very strong. It's very well organised. Irvine gets it clear. Bajic just tries to head it forward. Toure wins it. Okay, just got to be smart on the ball here now. Oh, Toure, what is he doing? It's a corner. Oh, that's an enormous error. Mo Toure's just got that back pass completely wrong, and it's going to gift a corner for Egypt. 5 minutes total added on. Mo Salah standing over this corner. Two and a half minutes remain. This is nervous stuff, folks. This is nervous stuff. Tarnley says maybe Mobile on for some spark. Salah's corner. Away. It's up in the air. It's still on. It comes down and it's cleared. Salah goes backwards. Australia are in full-on defence mode. That's a good ball from Salah. What a save! What a save from Beach! Beach has just kept Australia's World Cup dream alive. What a save! Oh my goodness. It's another corner. And Beach has just come up with an enormous save. Jackson loves it. Jack loves it in the live chat. Phil loves it. What a save indeed. It's another corner. It's away, only as far as Salah. And it's straight at Beach. And we just have to calm down here. Beach has decided to take it quickly though, and he sent it long for Toure. I don't know if that was the right option. But Pat Beach, Sean, that's right, man. What a save. They're showing the replays. That is an incredible reflex save. That is a phenomenal save. It's one of the best saves we've seen at this tournament from any goalkeeper. 1 minute remains in injury time. 1 minute until we go to another 30 minutes. And Egypt are full on the attack now, man. Egypt are sending everything forward. Edge of the box, good block. What an incredible save that was, though, from Pat Beach. Incredible. Wow, indeed. Oh, my goodness. O'Neill just hacks it away. 30 seconds remain. I'll take extra time now, folks. I'll take extra time now. Egypt have been dominating the ball for the last 10 minutes. Australia are just camped in their own half. Seconds ticking by. Remember, folks, 5 minutes total added on. We're going to be sticking around for extra time, of course. 10 seconds. Long ball for Egypt. This is it now, the last play of regular time. Salah's on the ball. This is Salah poking it through. What a block. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sutar's just need that ball clear, and it's cleared away. And it is full time. We are going to extra time. We are going to extra time. What a block indeed, Jack. Oh my goodness. Pat Beach with the most incredible save. Harry Sutar with an enormous defensive block. And Australia are taking this game to extra time. It is 1-1. Oh my gosh, folks. All right. I'm going to go top up my drink, folks, and then we're going to be back for extra time. Do not go anywhere. Oh my gosh, dude. We are back, folks. Apologies, we were just away to replenish the stocks here. We've got the water. Oh boy. We've been doing this live watch-alongs on this channel for about 5 years or so now, but we are here for probably the biggest live stream we've ever done. Australia in the knockout stage of a World Cup. Appreciate that, Sean. Sean earlier on saying, everyone like and sub and join members. And that's right, Troy, who says, and breathe. And breathe. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, okay. What else are we saying? Steve says this is more stressful than Croatia versus Portugal. Any more subs, you reckon, asks Random Kid Damien. Hello, Random Kid Damien. So that's a big question. It's a big question. What do you guys think? We've seen Australia make 3 subs. Of course, going into extra time, we get an extra substitute. So Australia can make 3 more subs. So who will we see come on, if anyone? Let's talk about some of Australia's substitute options. Who could we see come on for the Aussies? So we've already seen Hrustic, Toure, Truan come on. Some other options we have. Defensive options, we have Burgess, Geria, Deganek. Our midfield options, we have Devlin and Ocon-Exler. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Ocon-Exler maybe at some point in this game. And then we've got 3 other attacking options who could come on. Mabil, Volupale, and Yengi. Interesting. Razor says, I told you, Lockie, this will be going to penalties. We're not yet there. We might be destined for it, but half an hour remains and half an hour to maybe find a winning goal. Sean asks, we can't send gift memberships yet. I think you can. I believe you can. I remember a member of the channel, Alex, sent some gift memberships in one of our previous live streams. So I believe it's the thing. But if you can't access it, then I'll have to take a look afterwards and see if we can fix that up. Alrighty, folks. Sean says, Ocon, you'd like to see Ocon come on? Well, Sean, he's coming on right now. Ocon-Exler is on. Who's he replacing? I didn't see I missed the number. Who's he replacing? Someone let us know. Ocon-Exler's coming on. That's a huge change. And he's not the only one coming on. It's a double change. Awal Mabil coming on. Awal Mabil is replacing Connor Metcalf. Wow. So Mabil, we'll see whether he plays on the left or the right. And Ocon-Exler is on for O'Neill. Ooh, okay. O'Neill's had a great game, but he's coming off. That's a big call. Big call, O'Neill. So double change for Australia, and we are back underway for extra time, folks. This is going on. This is continuing on into extra time. Free kick Australia in a wide position. Already early on in extra time. So this is it, folks. This is it. We are here to witness history. Troy says, I told my mate at work we aren't going to penalties. I hope I'm right. Says, get him Toure. Could Mo Toure be the hero? That's right, Xander. Paulie's on. Had a great season with Sydney FC in the A-League. So, Australia can still make one more substitution, by the way, folks. We can still make one more sub. Of course, we get an extra sub during extra time. But as you can see here, so Mabil is on. Mabil replaced Metcalf. And Ocon-Exler replacing O'Neill. O'Neill, who had such a great game and set up that goal for Australia. But now Mabil sends in a free kick. The delivery's good, dude. That was a great delivery. No one was just in the middle to meet it, though. That was a fantastic ball in from Awal Mabil. So Awal Mabil, if I'm not mistaken, these are Awal Mabil's first minutes of the tournament. Paul Ocon-Exler, he started the first 2 games and came on against Paraguay, came on off the bench. And Awal Mabil, this is his first appearance of this World Cup tournament. Fantastic moment for Awal Mabil. Okie dokie, folks. Would love to see Mabil score, says Sean. It would be epic, man. It would be epic. He's been a Socceroo for a long time now, Awal Mabil, and there were a few years there where he was sort of out of Socceroo's contention, and he's worked really hard playing at a variety of clubs across Europe, and he's been at Spain for the last year now or so, and he's done well over there over the last year, and he's well and truly earned his spot back in the Socceroo squad after missing out on a number of international windows. So Awal Mabil is on. He's on that left-hand side. He's replaced Connor Metcalf. Metcalf worked really hard in this game as well. Cross comes in for Egypt. Here's a chance. It's a shot that goes wide. Mo Salah with an effort that goes wide, folks. Barry's asking, who do Australia play if they win this? It's either Argentina or Cabo Verde. And that game is coming up after this one, folks. That game is coming up after this one at Argentina versus Cabo Verde. So, extra time. Here we are. Look at us. Look at us. Who'd have thought? Not me. Or maybe you did. Maybe you did. Maybe you did think that Australia would be here. Heading into extra time. Australia, folks, this is already uncharted territory for Australia. Australia, there is no way that is a foul. I'm sorry, there's no way that is a foul. Toure has not committed a foul there. Bizarre call. Australia, this is their third time making it to the first knockout stage game. 2006 losing to Italy, that late penalty. 2022 losing to Argentina, 2-1. Both of those games ending in regular time. Australia have never been into extra time at a knockout stage of the World Cup, so this is uncharted territory for Australia. Byron, thanks for that kind super chat, my friend. Really appreciate that. Says, come on Australia, find a winner. I appreciate that, Byron. Appreciate the support. And yep, we want to see this winner. We want to see this winner partly because we don't want the nerves of a penalty shootout. That's for sure. We want to avoid a penalty shootout. We would love to find a winner. So who's going to be the hero here for Australia? But Byron Spencer, I really appreciate that kind super chat, man. Thanks for supporting the channel here. And thanks for joining us in the live watch along today. Australia, we were really under the pump there in the latter stages of that second half. Egypt controlling a lot of the play, and they're looking bright to start off extra time here, 5 minutes in. Australia had an early set-piece opportunity that looked dangerous, but nothing came from it in the end. And Egypt are now on the ball and are looking all right, man. They're looking good. Trezeguet wins it high up the park. Ailmobile. Irvine. Got to be smart with the ball here, Australia. Gets it to Toure. Toure came on, what was it, the 70-something minute. Mo Toure came on, and we haven't really seen Toure in an attacking position yet, I think. Obviously, Australia have been doing a lot of defending lately in this match. But we want to try and see Toure. We want to see if we can find Toure in some advanced positions here for Australia. Shout out again to Byron a moment ago for that kind super chat. Great to see so many of you guys joining us here in the live stream. And a number of our members, as you can see here, highlighted in the chat. Sean, Troy. Oh my goodness me. Big Monkey in the live chat says, I think Suter is going to score the winner. That would be epic, man. That would be epic. He's had a good game, Harry Suter, and he has been involved in defense and in attack. He's looked good from the set pieces. Just got to find him a bit more often. Ocon Exler's done well there. And a good forward pass. He's found Toure. Toure taking on the defense and just losing out, but there's Bajic to back it up. As is Bajic. Ooh. He's run into a defender and he's gone down, and it's no foul. Copping a shoulder there. That's his page. Sean says, Scotland must regret picking Harry's brother instead of him. Of course, Harry Suter's brother, John Suter, was in Scotland's World Cup squad. Scotland, of course, eliminated in the group stage. They did have a very tough group, to be fair. Coming up against the likes of Brazil, Morocco, and Haiti. Australia finishing second in Group D. Many people didn't even expect Australia to get to this stage. So many people predicted Australia to finish bottom of Group D. Not only did they avoid finish bottom of the group, but they finished in second place, and Australia well into extra time in here, level with Egypt, and are on the precipice of winning their first ever knockout stage game, but it is still all square. Ooh, Nathan, that's a big question. Nathan asks, do you think if Australia had Scotland's group, they would still go through? I mean, Scotland, the goal difference didn't help Scotland, right? Because they had 3 points, but they were -3 on the GD. So I would like to think that Australia, maybe we would have conceded less goals, perhaps. Australia really good defensively. Australia were needing to do some defensive work now. Cross comes in for Egypt, but it misses everyone. But yeah, it would have been tough for Australia coming up against the likes of Brazil and Morocco and Haiti, but I would have liked to have think that maybe we would have snuck in as the third place team in that group. That is certainly a tough group, that's for sure. Alrighty. Capable of getting a draw against anyone, that's right. So, we are almost 9 minutes into extra time here, and it remains 1-1. Not too many clear-cut chances for either side just yet. Salah did have a good shot earlier on that did sail wide. Mo Salah hasn't necessarily been dominating this game. He has popped up here and there with some really nice moments, but Australia, I think, have been doing a good job of limiting Mo Salah's influence in this contest. Good ball down the left here for Egypt. Trezeguet is on the ball. Egypt go backwards. And they are building once more here, Egypt. They've got a lot of players pushed forward as they are looking to regain their lead. So long ago now, when they found that opening goal in the 13th minute. Australia, everyone behind the ball. Here comes the cross. It's dangerous and it misses everyone. Oh boy, folks. Oh boy. 100 minutes of football have been played in Dallas, Texas. We have just ticked past 100 minutes, folks. Australia taking Egypt into extra time in this round of 32 match. It is 6:13 o'clock in the morning on the east coast of Australia. If there are Australians that didn't get up at 4 o'clock in the morning for kickoff, well, I'm sure many of them are waking up now and nervously watching this game on the edge of their seats. Millions of Australians tuning in for this game. Egypt's attack comes unstuck. It's a goal kick, so Australia, chance to get back on the ball here. Oh boy. Make it happen, Australia. Make it happen, says Gravity Impact. Short ball for Australia. Chikati from the goal kick. Truman just losing control of the ball, but Chikati can send it long. Nabil, dude, surely that's still in play. Has that really gone out? It's a throw-in. So, sometimes we see this in extra time. Sometimes it really does slow down, and you've got a situation where both teams just really do not want to concede. Hey, really do not want to concede, and the Socceroos clearly focused on defending. And you just wonder if maybe in the back of the minds of some of these players on the field, whether maybe they're thinking about penalties. Still a long way to go. Still 20 minutes to go until we have to face that prospect. I'm getting nervous. Thinking about the prospect of penalties, man. But we just have to defend from here. Ashore, long-range shots. That's well wide. It's well wide from Ashore. So a few minutes remaining before the break in extra time. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, support the channel. Thanks for joining us here, everyone. Great to see plenty of new viewers joining us today. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We talk all things Australian football here on the channel, so if you are interested, you can subscribe to stay up to date to our content. And of course, we are following Australia as far as they go in this World Cup. And regardless of whether Australia are in this tournament or not, we will be doing a bunch of live streams throughout the remainder of this tournament. Looking forward to some great round of 16 matchups next week, that's for sure. I can tell you guys now, our next live stream that we are planning on doing is Mexico versus England in a few days' time. That's going to be a huge game in the round of 16. Here comes Chakati. Just not on the same wavelength with Mobile and Truin there. Chakati. Gonna need better than that. That pass just sliding through for a goal kick. Oh, dude. Man. Extra time, man. We're in extra time in a knockout stage game. It's unreal, really. It really is unreal. But it's making for some nervous viewing, that's for sure. Ah, folks. Bajic. Oh, Bajic has won it. Oh, he's not happy. Bajic isn't happy. It's a yellow card. The yellow card's out for Egypt. And Bajic fouled, and chance for a free kick here for Australia at the end of the first period of extra time. And a clear yellow card there, holding onto the shirt. Tan Lee says it's clearly the plan to bring on Mobile and Hrustic for penalties. Yeah, we would like those guys. You would like those guys taking penalties. And folks, I'll tell you what, I wonder, we've been talking about this a little bit in the lead up to this game. I wonder if Tony Popovic is going to throw a spanner in the works and maybe bring on a different goalkeeper for the penalty shootout. What do you guys think? Maybe Matty Ryan with his experience. Maybe Paul Izzo. He's got great experience in penalty shootouts. We remember his performance in an A-League elimination final for Melbourne Victory a few years back. Enormous performance in a penalty shootout. Hrustic's free kick. It's deep. Headed away. It'll be a throw in Australia. But do we have time? No, we don't. The whistle's blown. So it is the halfway point in extra time, folks. No added minutes added on to this first period of extra time. 15 minutes remain. And we've got some more Egypt have a sub. Egypt are making another substitution. So it's a change of ends. 15 minutes left. Troy says, would love to see Ryan on. Xavi and Ronaldo says, both Ryan and Beach are short. Is Izzo tall? I think they're probably all a similar height, to be honest. Tarnley says Paul Izzo for Beach. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And, of course, we have one change left. We've got one substitution left. Interestingly, Egypt have just substituted off Omar Marmoush, one of their star forward players. He's off. So, let's take a look at the stats now. Not too many shots in that first period of extra time. 58% possession for Egypt, 42% for Australia. These stats coming from FotMob. Australia have had 12 shots total, just one on target. For Egypt, they have also had 12 shots at goal, and they've had 3 on target. But Australia still have had more touches in the opponent's box, interestingly. So, both teams with the same number of shots. And possession is just slightly favouring Egypt here, but here we go. This is a huge moment for these players. What a huge game that they are playing in here. Penalty kicks might be on the way, folks. But we've got 15 minutes that remain of regular play. So it's a change of ends. Egypt have made a change with Marmoush coming off. And Australia still have one more substitution they can make. Australia so far have brought on Truin, Hrustic, Toure, Mobile, and Ocon Exler. That's right, Alec, member of the channel, who says this is the time to fight for the country. This is the time. We've got the whole country watching on here. This team looking to make Australia proud. They already have made the whole nation proud. But here they have the opportunity to make history. Oh, let's start the clock. We're back underway for the second period of extra time. Is there perhaps one last opportunity to score? Beach has won the ball high up the park. Here's a chance for Australia. Okon Engsler. Hrustic has it on the left. He's cross deflected. Toure gets ahead to it, but unable to get any real power on it. So, Egypt have certainly, Australia looking good for a lot of that second half especially, but since like the 80th minute onwards, Egypt have definitely been on top, and Australia have had limited opportunities getting forward. Let's see if we can create some more chances in the second period of extra time here. Egypt moving it forward down the left, and that should surely be a foul into the back of Chikati. Oh boy. Okay. You just feel like that maybe there's going to be one more chance, one more golden opportunity for Australia perhaps. Ooh, that's a great pass from Chikati. In down the channel for Toure. Here's Toure in the box. He was looking for Mobile, who was making a central run. Great pass from Chikati. And found Toure, and that's what Toure's so good at. He's so good at making those forward runs, man. Found the ball, got on the end of it there. So for Australia, Chikati lobbing it forward again. Again, he finds Toure. So Toure in the box, and I'm not sure why Toure did that. Toure was in a good position there, and he is just powered a ball straight out of play on the opposite sideline. Egypt just looked to hack it clear, but Australia, oh, come on, boys. Got to get to that first. Got to get to it first here. Got to win the ball. Got to be strong in the challenge. Oh, are you kidding me? It's a free kick in the middle of the park. It looked a bit soft, man. It did. It was... I might have missed that, actually. There was a bit of contact from Chikati on Salah. Javier Ronaldo says, big mistake taking Aaron Kunda off. Huge call. It's a huge call indeed. Here's a shot for Egypt. Egypt are building. It's a shot from range. Oh, Pat Beach. I think it took a slight deflection, but Pat Beach, it ended up rolling through to him. Still needed to keep his hands steady. But that was a dangerous shot from range. And yes, it did take a slight deflection. Goodness me, that easily could have ended up in the back of the net. But Pat Beach able to save it. As is Bajic, keeps it in down the left. Chance for Australia. Bajic gets around the first defender. Again, need more quality. Got to be better with those passes. Can't give it away cheaply like that. And it's going to be a free kick for Egypt. I think it was Hrustic on that occasion. Folks, it looks like that Hrustic and Mobile have maybe swapped sides for the time being. Hrustic over on the left at the moment. Mobile on the right. But Aiden Hrustic just needed to be better with that pass there. A couple of times we've just been a little bit lazy with his touches and his passes. Troy says this is starting to get even more nervy. It is. Anything can happen. It feels like just one moment. One moment is all it takes, of course. One moment is all it takes to find the winning goal. And who will find it? Or are we destined for penalties? This is a good run. Egypt down the right-hand side. Cleared away by Bajic. What's going on here? Referee just halted play for some reason. Anyway, we're back underway from the throw. 110 minutes played now. This is just Been an absolute marathon of a football game. We've been live for well over 2.5 hours here, early morning in Australia. In the middle of winter. I think it's 7 degrees Celsius this morning. And Egypt, once again on the ball, continuing to build up. Australia limiting them to just a few efforts on target. Ashur getting it across. Egypt going from left to right. Now a forward ball into the edge of the box. Players back there for Australia. Not the most convincing defensive header. Still on for Egypt. And now it's cleared away. Come on, just gonna maintain our sharpness here. Gotta get to these balls first, Australia. Egypt are really controlling this game now, and they are really looking threatening. Salah on the ball, lays it off for Ashur, edge of the box. That is a huge defensive header from Suta. We are really under the pump now, and when we get forward, man, when we get a chance to clear it away, our forwards have to be better. We have to control the ball. We need to relieve this pressure because we cannot sustain this for the rest of extra time. Salah to send in an in-swinging corner. It's a good delivery too. Headed away by Suta, who again has just been immense today. Salah. Pass. Oh, is it in play? It's out now. It's a corner. That's right, Troy. In the words of Eminem, one moment, one opportunity. Ball comes in for Egypt. It's flicked on, and that will be a goal kick. And this is a big moment for Australia. Even a goal kick is a big moment. Every moment is big here. Every moment is big because, oh my goodness me. It's a great defensive header from Suta to block that shot from Ashur earlier. But this is important for Australia. We have to maintain possession here. We have to try and just get ourselves a bit further up the field, push Egypt back a bit. Harrington on the ball. Hrustic. Come on, Aiden! Come on! It's not good enough. It's the second time. It's not good enough. I'm sorry. Mo Salah's into the box. Mo Salah's away. Aiden Hrustic has to be better there. Has to be better there. He's a fantastic player and we know that, but he cannot afford to get caught on possession in those areas. It is unacceptable at this situation, in this context. Salah's corner, away at the near post. This is what I'm talking about, guys. We have to be better when we get forward. Aiden Hrustic just far too slow. It is not good enough. Trezeguet with the ball in for Egypt. Headed away by Irvine. Mobile's going to get on the end of this. Ayoul Mobile with a chance to stride forward. That's the smart move. Keeping the ball here though. Truin. Chakati. Nervous moments here, folks. Nervous moments. We are creeping ever closer to the prospect of a penalty shootout, ladies and gentlemen. Long ball down the line. Truin's made a run, and Truin's gotten on the end of it. And will that be a corner? Truin can't believe it. It's a goal kick. It looked like a corner to me. That's right, Tarnley, who says, can we just try and keep the ball so that they don't score? Suta, Okonexla, looking for Toure, can't find him. It's a good sliding challenge there. Egypt cutting it out. (1-1) deep into extra time. Egypt once again on the attack down the right side. It's a good run. It's a really nice run, and Harrington has made a crucial sliding challenge. It's a corner once more. As Xavi Ronaldo says, Harrington is unflappable at the back. No worries, good, better, Birdo. Thanks for joining us for the live stream, mate. I appreciate that, Star. Star says, Lockie, we need you as a commentator. Well, I appreciate that. At least I can provide some sort of commentary here on the live stream. Thanks for joining us here today, folks. If you have enjoyed it, you can hit the like button. Ball comes in from Salah, cleared away. Again, Hrustic just a little bit slow getting to it. Hrustic is a top player, man. We know he is. He's just looked a little bit slow on a few occasions, and another ball comes in and it's flicked away. Throw in for Australia. Oh boy. Australia doing so much defending here in this extra time period. Not many opportunities at all to get forward for the Socceroos. And a penalty shootout is minutes away now to decide who will go through to the round of 16, who will keep their World Cup dream alive. Toure has it on the halfway line. Irvine, Okonexla. A bit of space here for Australia. Okonexla out to the left. Mobile, here's a chance to attack. Ail Mobile cuts in. And Ail Mobile has won a free kick for Australia in a very, very promising position. Troy says, I can't listen to the game commentary. They are making me nervous. Ail Mobile, free kick. Edge of the box. It probably is in shooting range. But it's slightly too far out, maybe out to the side, wide of the goal. Harry Souttar, captain of Australia, is currently having a conversation with Ail Mobile and Aiden Hrustic, who are standing over this set piece. Interestingly, Egypt is seemingly only putting 3 players on the wall here. So, Ail Mobile, the right-footed option, Hrustic, the left-footed option. In fact, Hrustic has stepped away, and Okonexla is now standing over the corner. But Ail Mobile could shoot here. Ail Mobile, will he go for goal? Or will Australia swing it in? It's going to Mobile to shoot. It's blocked by the wall. Throw in on the way. Late drama indeed. Late drama. This is a chance for Australia. We haven't had many chances at all in extra time, but Chakati's going to send in a long throw. Could this be the fairy tale moment for the Aussies? Chakati sends the ball in. Souttar flicks it on. It's a free kick. Egypt take it quickly. Souttar must have committed a foul there. And Egypt's counter-attack breaks down. Take a drink, folks. What's going on here? Referees. Oh, for a second I was worried there was a VAR check or something. Oh, dude. Oh, is this a goalkeeper change? It's a goalkeeper change. Matty Ryan on. Pat Beach off. We questioned whether maybe we would see it. I wasn't sure it would actually happen, but it is happening. Matty Ryan is coming on for the penalty shootout. What a call from Tony Popovic. And folks, Matty Ryan, of course, is the captain of the Socceroos, and Harry Souttar has just given him the armband, and Pat Beach, who has had a fantastic World Cup campaign, is leaving the field of play, and Matty Ryan is on. Wow. It's actually happening. Toure. Ooh, Toure's been collected there. Toure's been collected. It's a free kick. Toure's in agony right now. Troy says he called it. Wow, folks. Wow. Can you believe it? What do you make of it? As it looks like it's a free kick coming up for Australia once more. It's a yellow card as well for Yasser. Wow. Tan Lee says, Matty Ryan, no way. Alex says, wow, big change. Barry says, all the pressure on Ryan now. Matty Ryan. He stepped up with some big moments for Australia. He's so experienced at World Cups. This is Matty Ryan's 4th World Cup. He was there in 2014. He was there in 2018 in Russia, 2022 in Qatar, and he's here. This is Matty Ryan's first minutes of the tournament. Many of us were surprised when Matty Ryan was on the bench for that first group stage game against Turkey, but Pat Beach has been fantastic. But I don't mind it, folks. I don't mind it. It's a big call, but I don't mind it. And ladies and gentlemen, we have entered 1 minute at a time here at the end of extra time. Egypt are also making a late change, an outfield player being subbed. And this could well be the final play of extra time before the penalties. And it's a free kick for Australia. This is it. This is it to win it. If Australia score here, they will win it. Mabil and Hrustic standing over this set piece. This is it for Australia. Final chance. Hrustic sends it in. Oh, it's on. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, it was bouncing around. It was bouncing around. There's a player down. The play has to be stopped here. There's two players just lying on the floor. Clearly a head clash here. Play has to be stopped. Chikati is down for Australia. Oh boy. So there's two players down, one for either team. This is nervy moments, folks. So that ball was a little bit of chaos in the box as that ball was bouncing around. It almost looked like it was heading goal bound. Barry, 108 people watching now. Dude, incredible. Shout out to everyone for joining us. This has definitely been our biggest live stream, I think, ever. We've been doing live streams here for about 5 years now, but this is the biggest one we've done so far. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a penalty shootout to decide who will continue at this World Cup. Oh my goodness. 120 minutes couldn't separate them. Ashore scoring for Egypt in the first half. An own goal provided the equaliser for Australia in the second half. And after 120 minutes, it's a penalty shootout. And Tony Popovic, Australia's head coach, has made a huge call here by bringing on Matty Ryan late on in this game for the penalty shootout. Oi, oi, indeed, Alec. Shout out to everyone joining us here for this live stream, whether this is your first or whether you've been watching us for a long, long time. Shout out to all our members joining us here. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. So, would love to hear from you guys. Who would you like to see take a penalty for Australia? Surely we'll see Toure. Surely we'll see Hrustic, Mabil. Probably those attacking players are definitely going to be up there. Maybe even Harry Sutar could take one. Jackson Irvine. Tony Popovic currently speaking to the entire playing squad as they are preparing for this historic moment. Australia have never won a knockout stage game before at the World Cup. And all that is separating them now is a penalty shootout. Very interestingly, the camera was just on the Egypt huddle and there was a laptop out and they were viewing replays of penalty kicks. Were they looking at penalty kicks from Australia? Perhaps. Tarnley says, I hope this pays off like Redmayne. Well, folks, we were live. We did a live watch along 4 years ago, almost 4 years to the day. We were live on this very channel watching Australia versus Peru for a playoff game to decide who would go through to the 2022 World Cup. In fact, this is bizarre. Egypt had a laptop out and they were seemingly watching footage of... That wasn't Real Madrid, was it? Did someone spot that? Someone rewind their stream and have a look at Egypt? They had a laptop out. Egypt, if I'm not mistaken... Oh, you know why, folks? I just realised. You probably know why. They're probably watching La Liga highlights of Matty Ryan. Of course, Matty Ryan plays his club football in La Liga. So I was very confused there. Egypt with a laptop out. I saw some Real Madrid players, but they must be watching for Matty Ryan, of course. Which way will he dive? This is it, folks. Shout out to everyone joining us here. They are fast indeed, Troy. They are straight onto that. So this is it. I wonder what's going through the head of Matty Ryan now. So many of us were surprised, stunned, shocked when the team sheet was revealed for Game 1 against Turkey. Matty Ryan on the bench. Melbourne City's Patrick Beach starting. And Pat Beach has started all 4 games for Australia, ahead of Matt Ryan, who is the captain of Australia and is now playing at his 4th World Cup here, Matty Ryan. 4 World Cups experience. Coming on for the penalty shootout here. He's had to sit on the bench for all 4 games so far, but he is on right at the death here. It's a big call, but I don't mind it, man. Bringing on the experience of Matty Ryan for a big, big moment like this. This is it, folks. Byron, shout out to Byron for sending in a super chat earlier. Jackson in the live chat. Barry, Cozy Platypus, Troy, Random Kid Damien, Super Shadow. I see all you in the live chat right now. Steve, Jackson. This is it, folks. This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the penalty shootout. It's time to decide who will go through to the round of 16 to face either Argentina or Cabo Verde. So, who is going first in the shootout? Who will strike first and who will be delivering first for Australia? And I can tell you right now, it is Harry Souttar. Harry Souttar is striding forward as the first player to take a penalty. Harry Souttar. This is it. This is it. Harry Souttar is going to take the first penalty for the Aussies. Tell you what, folks, we're going to reset our scoreboard here to line up with the shootout. So starting at 0-0, of course, in regular time, at the end of extra time, it was 1-1. And Harry Souttar, who has been so good this whole tournament, some crucial defensive blocks tonight for the first penalty for Australia. Here we go. Harry Souttar has missed it. Harry Souttar has sent his penalty over the goal. Harry Souttar has just missed the target by a long, long way. It's a disastrous start to the shootout for Australia. Tan Lee, thanks for the super chat, man. He says, thank you for staying up with us. Tan Lee, appreciate that, mate. Really appreciate the kind super chat. Matty Ryan is now stepping up for Australia. Matty Ryan for Australia. Egypt's first penalty of the shootout. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh, it's in. It's in. Matty Ryan guessed the right way, but it's in. Egypt lead. Egypt lead in the shootout. Harry Souttar missed his penalty. And Egypt lead. Oh my goodness. It is currently 6:46 in the morning in Australia, and I can tell you right now, the entire nation is watching this shootout. Jackson Irvine is stepping up to take the second penalty for Australia and really, really has to score here. Jackson Irvine, always such a consistent performer for Australia. The biggest moment of his Socceroos career. The penalty is in. Is in. That is so important for Australia. Now the Aussies need to use that. And they need to use that. Get some momentum now in the shootout. It is 1-1. And Egypt is stepping up for penalty number 2, folks. Oh, boy. So, penalty number 2. Egypt, again, we should highlight this is a huge moment for them. Egypt have never won a knockout stage game at a World Cup. They've never gone this far. This is history for them too. And Matt Ryan, here we go. Substituted on for the penalty shootout. Penalty number 2. It scored. It scored. It's a good finish. Matty Ryan going the wrong way. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. Matty Ryan, he gets the right way for the first penalty. Almost got to it. Penalty number 2. Egypt are 2 for 2. And Australia are currently stepping up for their third penalty. It's Awa Mabil. Awa Mabil. Awa Mabil, a substitute in extra time. An experienced player for Australia. Needs to score here, Mabil. He scores. He scores. He rolls it through. It's 2-2. It's all square once more. And Awa Mabil, a calmly taken penalty past the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper going the wrong way as well there. Now Egypt, this is penalty number 3, and it's Mo Salah. It's Mo Salah, one of the superstars of world football, going face to face with Australia's captain, Matty Ryan. Mo Salah, he's had a fantastic career. He's had an incredible career, won numerous trophies. He's done it on the biggest stage, Champions League, Premier League, now in the World Cup for Egypt. Come on, Matty. Come on, Matty. Come on, Matty. Oh, it's in. Oh, it's in. It wasn't the most convincing penalty, but it's in. Oh my gosh, Matty could have almost got to that too. Matty almost could have got to that. Oh, dude, he so nearly could have gotten to that. Because Matty didn't fully commit to diving to his left. He sort of stayed, and he easily could have gotten to that. It's Harrington. Oh, Lucas Harrington. Penalty number 4 is Lucas Harrington, 18 years of age. Second World Cup appearance. 18 years of age. The biggest moment of his life. Lucas Harrington for penalty number 4. He's missed. Lucas Harrington has missed the penalty. He's hit the crossbar. Australia are hanging by a thread. if I'm not mistaken. We need Egypt to miss the next 2 penalties for Australia to stay alive in the shootout. If Egypt score here, they go through. It's 3-2. And if Egypt score, Australia are out. Matty Ryan substituted on for this penalty shootout. Unable to make any saves just yet. This is it now. Egypt score, they're through, and Australia are out. Here we go. Egypt are through. Australia's World Cup journey has come to an end. It's all over. 4-2 in the shootouts, and a dream run in the World Cup comes to an end. 4-2. Wow. I mean, what can you say? It's Panda Plan says they played with honour. Honestly, the one emotion I'm feeling right now is just like proud. I think we're feeling proud of this squad. We took Egypt all the way through to the penalty shootout. And it's Egypt who pull through in the end. It's a historic win for them, their first ever knockout stage victory, and Australia are unable to progress. Incredible. Pride is the right emotion, Panda Plan, absolutely indeed. It's a devastating way to go out. Mabil and Irvine scoring their penalties, unfortunately for Suter and Harrington missing their penalties. No goalkeepers making any saves in that shootout. The penalties going wide for Australia. And the journey ends. Wow, dude. Appreciate that. Panda Plan, who says, it was an honour to watch the game with you, mate. Dude, what a roller coaster. Look, of course it's devastating, man. This is devastating, but I'm just proud of this team. Proud of the efforts. I think we fought so hard tonight. We fought so hard tonight against a really good Egypt team. Conceding early, did so well to bounce back and level it up. Held on defensively, limited Egypt to just the 1 goal throughout 120 minutes. And in a penalty shootout, anything can happen. Incredible. Oh, that's right, Panda Plan says to recover and bring it to the brink from that early goal. Yeah, exactly, right? Like it's, yeah. Look, personally, I'm still backing the decision to bring Matty Ryan on. I think I'm absolutely backing the decision to bring Matty Ryan on. I think it was the right move. Bring on the experienced Matty Ryan for the shootout. Patrick Beach has been superb all tournament, but I do like the move to bring on Matty Ryan. Troy says, great effort, boys. Now watch Argentina destroy Egypt, says Troy. The Aussie fans in Dallas applauding the team. Incredible. Bailey, appreciate the super chat, man. Really appreciate that. This has been unreal, man. We've been live for over 3 hours for what has been a genuine roller coaster of a match. But as you can see, the penalty shootout has ended Egypt 4, Australia 2. And I think all we can say here is that this is just the beginning for Australia. This is just the beginning. After 120 minutes of football, it ends 1-1. And in the penalty shootout, as you can see, 4-2 to Egypt. A dramatic game, a devastating finish for Australia. But again, honestly, the emotion that I think we're feeling after this game is just pride. It's pride. We're feeling proud of this squad, this group of players who have come up against some adversity in this tournament. We were in a group stage against some really tough opponents, against Turkey, winning there 2-0. That day in Vancouver, Canada is going to be remembered for a long time. That 2-goal win there, those goals from Irankunda and Metcalf. Loss against co-hosts USA, a scoreless draw clean sheet against Paraguay. And then here against Egypt, we took them all the way through extra time. 1-1 in the end, and look, anything can happen in a penalty shootout. Obviously, you really feel for Harry Sutar and Lucas Harrington missing their penalties. A huge call as well, bringing on Matty Ryan there at the end for this penalty shootout. I do agree with the call, though. I do. I think it was the right move. You bring on Matty Ryan, someone who's played at 4 World Cups now. And he was unfortunately unable to get to any of the penalties, but yeah. And as we're watching this now, actually on the broadcast, as I'm just seeing on the broadcast, Geordie Boss is currently on crutches, folks. He's currently on crutches, so live reaction to seeing Geordie Boss, who had to go off injured at half time. He is currently on crutches, so we are wishing Geordie Boss all the best. And on the faces of some of the players right now, some of these Aussie players in tears. Obviously devastating. Look, it was a big game for Australia, of course. One of the biggest games in recent history. Getting through to this stage at a World Cup, the knockout stage, for just the third time ever. And we had a huge opportunity to win here today. But look, out of all of our knockout stage games, we went as far as we ever have before. To take it into extra time and all the way through to a penalty shootout is just enormous. It really is enormous. Big calls from Popovic today. He went for the same starting 11 that played against Paraguay. As we can see here, this 11 is the 11 that finished the game in the end. It was Irankunda that started through the middle. Look, I think we can all agree, everyone's saying it, I don't think playing Irankunda as the striker, that central striker, was the right move. He was so effective against Turkey off the left-hand side. And throughout most of his career, he's been playing as a wide player, and that's where he is best utilised. And he wasn't utilised in that position for the last couple of games, unfortunately. I think that affected Australia in attack. We had a number of good balls and crosses being floated into the box, but Irankunda isn't known for his aerial ability. He's not the tallest player. It would have been good to have someone like Toure or Yengi, I think, come in from the start. But look, Irankunda was chosen as that player to lead the line. And look, he had a decent game overall. He worked hard. I think again, all of our players can be proud of their performance today. Volpato was looking dangerous when he was on the field of play for those first couple halves. Metcalf was working so hard as well. And again, especially impressed with Aidan O'Neill. I think this was maybe Aidan O'Neill's best game in a Socceroos jersey. That delivery, obviously for Australia's goal, was superb. And he was just tireless in midfield, Aidan O'Neill. There were large passages of this game where Australia, I think, really dominated the play in the middle of the park. Especially for most of that second half, Australia really looked in control and easily could have grabbed a second goal here or there in that second half. But it really felt like for the last 10 minutes of the second half and throughout extra time, Egypt were mostly in control and were looking like that they were going to get the winner. Australia doing well to hold on in the end, and some great defensive efforts as well. Of course, Harry Sutar with some great blocks, that defensive header to clear away a shot. And Pat Beach, I mean, this has been an enormous tournament for Pat Beach. We can talk about so many players, point out so many different individuals, but Pat Beach has just been sensational. And surely now is going to be attracting, interest from clubs overseas. He's currently playing his club football at Melbourne City in the A-League, but he's set for a really big club career is Pat Beach, because he made a fantastic reflex save at the end here to keep it at 1-1 for Australia. And again, in a penalty shootout, it's always nervy. Anything can happen. And obviously, while it is just so heartbreaking to see us miss those 2 penalties, and Harry Sutar missing that first penalty really, really stings, and that maybe sort of affected things maybe a little bit for the rest of the shootout. I don't think you can blame any of the players. Again, just feeling pride for the performance that these guys have put in, not just in this game today against Egypt, but throughout this whole tournament. Yes, there were things that maybe we could have done better, different changes that maybe we could have seen. Certainly things we have to improve on for sure. But the exciting thing is that this is now the beginning of a new era for Australia. This is the beginning. Lucas Harrington, 18 years of age. Alessandro Giacatti, Kai Truan, Ocon Exler, Mo Toure, all these guys, so young, so inexperienced still at this level. Volpato, Aaron Kunda, of course. And so many guys that didn't even feature on the bench. So many fantastic young players that Australia now have. And of course, players who weren't even in the squads. The likes of Marcus Eunice, Eli Adams, Clayton Taylor. So many young promising players coming through for Australia who I'm sure will be featuring in the years to come. And this is the beginning of the golden generation for Australia. I do believe that. Australia have now made the knockout stage for 2 consecutive World Cups. And now the perspective, the way people view Australia just simply has to shift. Has to shift. People can no longer just rule out Australia as a team that's just going to finish bottom of the group at a World Cup. We keep proving people wrong. And we've gotten to this stage and taken Egypt all the way here. It's a really, really proud performance from Australia. And it hurts to go out, of course, not escaping that. But feeling pride after this performance and excitement, honestly, in regards to where we could go next. And how good is it, thinking about the next World Cup in 4 years' time, 2030, with the likes of Harrington, Shakati, Okonex, all these guys will be 4 years older, 4 years experience under their belt. And they will have this day in their memories, that day in Dallas, Texas, where they fought so hard for 120 minutes for 2 hours of football against Egypt, and agonizingly were eliminated on penalties. And credit to Egypt today, who were so competitive and so strong and just gave us such a massive test today. And Australia did so well to match them all the way through. But this is, again, the beginning of the golden generation for Australia. We should acknowledge maybe the last World Cup, perhaps, for some of our more experienced players. And it was a top performance from, again, the likes of Aziz Behich, who on that left-hand side was great. Really, really great as well. Jackson Irvine, I'm sure he'd be keen to go for another World Cup. I'm not saying any of these guys won't be there next time around. I'm sure they'd all love to be there once again, but our experienced players really stepped up in this game as well and really put in a top performance. I really can't pick out a poor performance from an Australian player today. I think everyone put in a really, really solid effort. The Asian Cup is on the horizon. That is sort of the next thing that we are looking at now for Australia, the Asian Cup, which is just 6 months away. And that's really exciting that we've got a major tournament just 6 months away to bounce back from this disappointment, to take the successes from this World Cup and to build on it. And as we know, Tony Popovic has signed on through to that Asian Cup. And look, Australia, one of the few Asian teams, one of the only Asian team now remaining at this World Cup. We know Japan were eliminated the other day after losing to Brazil. Australia have to head into that Asian Cup now with this golden generation as one of the favourites for that tournament coming up in January next year. We're definitely going to do plenty of content covering that tournament as well, and we're definitely going to be talking about it a whole lot more once it gets closer, that is for sure. But here in Dallas, Texas, Australia have lost out in the end, penalty shootout 4-2, a 1-1 scoreline after 120 minutes of football. Proud of this team, proud of these players, and excited to see where we go from here, that is for sure. Folks in the live chats joining us here, this has been a mega live watch along that we have done here this morning. We've been live for over 3 hours. Tan Lee, member of the channel, says, on the bright side, the future is bright for the Socceroos. That certainly is the bright side, and that's what we have to focus on here. Again, you can look at it at 2 different ways. You can focus on the negatives or focus on the positives, and we're choosing to look at the positives here and take the positive signs out from this tournament. Again, we wish the best for Geordie Boss. Star in the live chat highlighting, yep, Geordie Boss was on crutches at the end of the game. That's one big concern coming out of this tournament, and we'll certainly keep an ear out in regards to news regarding Jordan Boss and what that injury situation is looking like for him. It's going to be a big blow for Australia if he's going to be out for some time, but considering he's on crutches, that is certainly worrying indeed, that is for sure. Tangier is in the live chat, says the boys should hold their heads high. They united the country. Absolutely, and of course, everyone getting behind this tournament, everyone getting behind Australia here, and I'm sure you guys, know people that have essentially no interest in football, aside from just the last few weeks when the World Cup's on and Australia are doing well, everyone in Australia locks in and gets behind the Socceroos. And it's been a magical tournament with so many great memories, and it's been so much fun covering it, man, and sort of following this journey with all you guys as well. And it's mixed emotions. It is mixed emotions, but the journey ends here for Australia. The journey ends here for Australia. 4-2 in the penalty shootout, 1-1 at the end of extra time. So I really appreciate you guys joining us for the coverage of the World Cup, the Socceroos journey. It comes to an end. We will be continuing our World Cup coverage here at Lockie Talks Football. Before you head out, make sure to hit the like button. Really appreciate it. And consider checking out our channel memberships. We've recently launched memberships here on the channel, so would love for you to check it out. This has been a very, very dramatic roller coaster of a game, but it comes to an end here, guys. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Troy says, thanks for the stream. See you again next time. And again, folks, if you want to join us, our next live stream will be in a couple days' time. We will be live for Mexico versus England. That is our next live stream on the cards. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Zebo Samuel in the live chat says, thanks, Lockie. That was fun. It was fun. A disappointing finish in the end, but it was fun. Cheers, Byron. And thanks, Byron, for that super chat earlier this morning. Appreciate that. See you soon as well. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of the action on today. The round of 32 continues with a couple more games. Thank you very much, guys. Hit the like button on the way out. See you in the next one.